quite the Timmy shift, but we're here with PCMT. Hooray! It's what, week 13 maybe? I'm here with Ultimate Sting. Ian's gonna kill us all. And
right moment. The PlatChat members tournament, innit?
Try and pass, but he's gonna fail it.
You've got Clown9 and IHOP today. Let's go, Tesco! If we could stream, you know what's up. Okay, you know what's cool? That isn't our stupid accents. Our new map series graphic. No, this is sick. This is sick. This is heat. Shout out Ian for actually setting this up. Yeah, so IHOP won the skirmish.
In here. Yes. Also thanking Autumn for it. Autumn and I have been working on shit for a little bit here, so
yeah. Thank you to both of them for setting this one up. It's fucking sick.
I can say the beautiful map pick of Lotus.
Map pick of Lotus, but we won't be going there. We gotta go to Ascent first. But yeah, no, IHOP, they won the skirmish 5-2. So
do you reckon?
The shit.
What set is it, do you reckon?
What
it's
shit?
Ascent. What set is it?
Shit. I've got some giant assets.
What are you saying?
Oh, I'm killing myself.
No, in game, we're gonna jump off Ascent. It's not quite like this, but it's good enough.
In game.
I am being held hostage by these two British people.
You agreed to it! Head ass! Either way, we're currently filling because someone still has to update their Valorant for some reason. Am I surprised? No.
Bro, Pavel is downloading the patch, innit?
Downloading the client, trying to get the Neo Frontier skin set.
Neo Frontier?
Going to get the rope, and I'm gonna use it around my own neck. What? Either way, honestly, the non-seriousness.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft, thank you. Especially in Minecraft, yes. The unseriousness is a little bit indicative of this series, only because it really doesn't mean too much. Like, even if IHOP won this series and won out the rest of their games, I don't even know if they even make 4 seed. I think it's pretty much between Team Dyslexia and Rage Recurers for who gets the 4 slot, because Clown9 and the other two leading the top 3 are essentially guaranteed at this point. It pretty much is just down to seeding right now for them. So, you know, another one in the check mark for C9. Well, it's just for seeding, really, so.
But I don't think we should look at it that way, because this is a chance for IHOP to prove they are actually good on Ascent after losing 13-4 in their first ever series back in May.
Okay, that's actually good to know then, yeah, because I've watched... Wait, no, have I watched IHOP? I don't remember. Have I watched either of these teams?
I was the observer for that game.
Okay, so yeah, you two would know better than I would, because I can't even remember if I've actually watched an IHOP match or not.
Well, I did 1 hour of prep, and let me bestow upon you my great wisdom. That is IHOP Ascent. The only thing they can do is attack, because all of their rounds, well, 3 of their rounds were won in attack, and their 1 defense round, they won their bonus. But this also means, because they're starting defense this time, they might be able to prove that their defense is actually strong compared to their attack. Maybe they just got unlucky with the side pick on their first series, and maybe they'll pull out a good first half and maybe finish out the map to pull up the upset.
Yeah, maybe if you actually start out on the other side, maybe you can actually do something. Maybe that's a good tip for MIBR and who was it? MV for going against Energy on Summit. Yeah, good idea. All right, there. I mean, we have the standings pretty much pulled up, and it's pretty much, as you kind of see, like, Clown9 are still trying to fight for that second seed against Team 1, pretty much. At least I would imagine, but it's pretty much, yeah, it's like, sure, if IHOP do win it out from here, I think they still lose on some head-to-heads that might prevent them from even getting into playoffs, so it's just a matter of, you know, just seeing what kind of ends up happening here. So, but that's pretty much it. Like, today, I mean, besides for obviously personal performance, it really is just seeing, you know, how this kind of stacks up. This is not the match in Alpha you should be waiting for. We should be waiting for, I don't know. What match should we be waiting for? Actually, that is actually good, Phil. Is there anything? Oh, that is... It's not looking good. Okay, all right, I understand. Never mind, we can...
What's happening?
Okay. No, we were looking at what else was happening like this week. Like, what are the matches that we should be waiting for this week? It's not looking good.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of other matches aren't really like super. Yeah.
No, but it's okay because this is a game about pride, and pride is the most important thing a person can have, a team can have. And if they take down C9, IHOP, the underdogs, I think this might prove that they're not as bad as their score suggests.
Yeah, I mean, if IHOP can do that, that is going to be definitely a notch in like their confidence. Even if like, again, even if they don't end up making the playoffs, taking down Clown9 is definitely a good thing, because remember, like, these teams have only lost maybe up to like once out of like these top 3, so it would be, you know, at least a good notch in your mark to be like, okay, these guys can bleed, we've shown it.
Wait,
so
if IHOP win this and Clown9 lose their next game, and IHOP win out, they can take Clown9's spot.
I mean, theoretically, I guess you could, but is that necessarily? I don't know. Like, it's not even that I also want to like downplay IHOP. It's more so just the names that I see on the side of Clown9. I find it really hard to dismay them. I mean, you've got Art, you've got Claps, you've got Micaiah, you've got Iggy. I guess he's kind of there. And the Go
they
case
haven't
bars.
Played Team 1 either yet, so.
Oh yeah, that is true.
If they manage to win out, but these are some very hard games to win out on.
Yes.
But if they do manage to win out, I feel like this is still important, because they could very easily steal the 4th spot from one of the other teams.
Yeah, like there is that chance.
Not just Team Dyslexia.
Yeah, it's more so that it's like Team Dyslexia are like the forefront.
We'll see. The odds are against them, but
that is true.
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they can turn the tides.
Ha 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 ha! Stingray said the catch line. Can somebody ban this guy?
Bro, please don't ban me.
We're gonna send him to the Shadow Realm.
No.
It was nice seeing you. Have fun observing and not casting.
No, don't send me to Birmingham.
Birmingham. Now we're gonna send you to Sussex.
Don't send me to Ireland.
Right to the gulag with you.
Don't send me to Slough. No.
To the gulag. You're going to kick.com. Man, and we're still yeah, dude. What was up with this update and it having to be so massive that it's taking everybody forever to like update it? I mean,
Massive.
I'm not massive.
You know what else is massive?
Massive.
7 gigabyte update, yet there was nothing in the patch notes about fixing the round rollback system, so I don't even know if they fixed that. I bet you they just like put in a shit ton of stuff for future skins that is just not in the patch notes right now. That's probably all it is.
Yeah. I wonder why Ian's so upset about that. It's like something happened to the rollback.
I'm actually gonna lose my shit.
Dude, I was there with you. I have the exact same feeling. That was so dumb. But it's like,
okay, if we want to tie this though into the broader scene, I'm pretty sure they had some of those issues as well for the Valorant Challengers League America's LCQ.
That actually would not shock me. That would not at all.
So
no.
there have been a lot of tech pauses going on recently in that little joke of a tournament format. With what the day that they were doing the round robin, I believe it was map 2 of SRB versus who was it? It's the LATAM team, the one that's like yeah,
the one that's actually out. Yeah,
if I remember that one, they ended up in like a 30-minute tech pause because like they had to do round rollback shit, and
yeah,
they were running on patch 13.01, which is the one that we were previously on. Today, with the new patch being released yesterday, we are now on patch 13.02.
I think actually we can bring that into another Phil segue actually, because there's literally only like one gameplay change that happens in 13.02. But it's a big one. It's a massive one. We totally didn't mention this on a previous cast last week. Phoenix's alt cost went up to 7. Went from 6 to 7. I know, it's massive, right?
It is massive.
But no, like, honestly, it should have, like, implications, because I would imagine for sure, like, okay, I'm not going to assume who the hell is playing Duelist on Clown9. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Claps, because no duh, but it's like, Claps is like a Phoenix player. I can see that. Will that still happen? Yeah. It's more that it's just like, okay, you're not going to be like Durka or like the anti-Jemkin. Actually, wait, no. More people end up like Jemkin because you won't get your ult until like round 8 or something and pop it once for some reason. So it makes it more consistent, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it'll change too much unless you guys think any differently, but like, it'll be okay, I think.
Both these teams are running Phoenix and Ascent, so we'll see how it'll change things.
Okay.
But as soon as we load in, hopefully soon.
Yeah, soon actually, as in like in a few seconds, because Pavel's finally in the lobby. Getting our ready checks, and we should be in pretty much now, yeah? Yay! Yippee! We're getting into Ascent, folks! Hooray! You're welcome.
Hip hooray.
Hip hip hooray! Yip,
No
whoop,
overlay.
cheerio!
Patch.
Yeah,
And
that too
instantly see that
especially, so.
Phoenix.
Yeah,
We instantly see that.
Yeah, oh yeah, we already see the instant float out from Micaiah, but I mean the swap is whatever.
Oh no.
Someone's gonna lock it shortly. I wouldn't be shocked. Also, why am I saying Claps will even play like Phoenix? It could happen, but no. Like, no, they're just gonna play Clove. It's just gonna be Clove.
Clove.
Why am I doubting any difference?
And Clash is gonna swing out of 6 smokes, and no one on IHOP is gonna be looking.
Wait, that's so true, King. You know what does suck though? We aren't gonna see the case bars on Duelist. I saw a Neon on Sunset recently, and that was kind of heat. If you know, you know.
I do not know.
10 Mans last night. It was a performance of all time. It was a
10
performance
mans.
of all time. No, okay, but high key though, like our 10 Mans are good, and honestly, at some point, I'm gonna be so real. I'm spitballing this live. If people want to chime in on this, either in the chat or here, go ahead. But I feel like we can easily pick like one day out of the week where like people will just spontaneously do like 10 mans, just do like a random like scrim night stream. Would that not be heat or no?
That could be.
Like not like
Okay.
even like cash, just like to kind of just, you know, show shit. Like
And
you can
Mirror
just like
Phoenix.
yeah, like someone just observe the game, leak the comms on both sides just to be funny. You know, like there's no like cast or anything like that. It's just hey, just watch it, be funny. Why not? Show some of these people on different teams. I mean, hey, you could be on Team Entropy and you can, you know, frag out into 10 man and win. Okay, that's man.
That is.
But you get my point though. It's like sometimes, you know, the change of pace would be nice, and just, you know, to see people kind of just shoot the shit.
Wow, to get
hell
the timeout.
What?
There's no way, Anga.
Yo, someone ban this guy. What the?
Well, hey. So.
No.
I mean, what could I actually say?
I started the timeout music so early because of this shit.
Shout out to our league
God.
commissioner Angus. Yeah,
blowing
you know
up
what?
Angus's house
I'm
in
sure there was
Minecraft.
definitely a reason. He wants us to film more. That's probably what it is. Yes.
Let's do it. Clown9 running 2 frenzies, it seems like, which is an interesting buy in the current meta. That is all I have to say because I have not seen these guys play around yet.
All I'm gonna say is you should just lock the mix then, because why are you running 2 frenzies then? You gotta go fast, right?
But hey, there's a Clove pick meal, which is an ability.
It isn't a. Yeah, it is an ability of all time. Yeah. I mean, like on the flip side of like IHOP, I mean, honestly, this feels pretty standard for some reason to me. Like I kind of like expect like these 5 to kind of run a sort of strat like this, where it's like, you know, Pavel and Eve running like the Phoenix and Waylay respectively. I know Caleb is in here filling on the side of IHOP. I know Caleb can fill anything and be perfectly fine. That's okay. Ethan playing Smokes or Senti makes sense, and as much as I'm unfamiliar with Maple, I'd imagine this is really fine still. So,
And it seems like a free too, with some early aggression into B main.
yeah, but I feel like that's really all that's happening in B main, because the passive hold going towards A, I'm a little concerned here. I mean, it's a little bit of a smoke screen, at least from the one way, but just feel like they're having to reclaim so much more space here towards A, and I mean, the other two who are anchoring initially, they're already back here.
Got faked out for a second, but now they're back. We're slow on the re-hit, on the hit into A.
You would have to at least
When-
expect, because they cut noise. Surely they would at least like sniff something out. I mean, they're already pinging it on mid, but maybe they won't expect it quite yet. Now they should with that orb tap. Actually, that might cause it to be an up. Oh, it's going to be a bit of a scrap here in the site. Never mind, flood retake.
I hope grouping up, getting ready, waiting for all 5 to come together.
Planted.
Yeah, yo, shout out the 2G Classic. They couldn't do a series today. I mean, the post-blast finishes are good, but yeah, the flood in Makai's already down first blood there. But at least the trade's going from hell. They're going a what? You said something about the frenzy, and you know what? God just goes for an easy 2K there. Send a case first in the 1v2 here. Perfect line to at least get the buff. They're both 1 HP actually.
Remaining.
Okay, never mind. This guy's not needed to be on Neon.
Will know my name.
Here we go. Case fires with the clutch for the pistol. Yippee!
The spars clutch.
Not
Fork found in kitchen.
Fork found in kitchen. I was gonna say some other fork found in kitchen thing, but I don't want to flame fuzzy quite yet. That's too early in the pistol.
But hey, IHOP looked good on that retake. Even if they might have lost that 1v2, they grouped up, they got together, and they retook. And I think that is going to be a difference, them playing together to at least maybe outnumber these guys and try to win these rounds. And now it looks like a free man towards A.
Oh, but the cross was not perfect there for Pavlenko's own. Oh, that's you hate to see it, really. I mean, you get Art pretty much down to like 1 or 2 shot. Can't do too much besides that, but yeah, kick yourself a little bit for that one. Still another float towards another A pop rather soon. Actually, I think they're just gonna go for it here, but then it's just Ethan. Oh,
Fake out with the dart.
Fake out with the dart, and there were 3 people there. I guess to be fair, they're probably just farming up the orb. Actually, that's probably just what it was for Micaiah. I was about to say, why are 3 of them there? I'm being nitpicky. I'm stupid. These guys clearly know more than me.
Well, there's nothing but a turret watching B site. The kills are rotating though.
Yeah, but Maple's not gonna be able to really do too much besides that, really. Because with the classic, you pretty much just, again, you kind of just want to flood in because everyone else is just so far behind. I mean, their flood defense, as you were kind of going at before, the initial plans are usually fine. The issue being that, you know, they've only got pistols, and that's Maple already down from the peek out.
I help with 2 in the market.
Got 2 market, but they have to flood out the entire site. They're pretty much in. That dart isn't going to catch out Art so far back, and it's not even going to matter. Are they going to flawless this? Yeah, that's a flawless right there. Just going in with the aggression, just went that all out.
They just got
Especially
picked
because
out
they
one by
did find
one,
a
but it's
pitcher.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
but I
an
mean,
eco.
it's also an eco too. It's like whatever. You could
So.
probably try and die the spike. That probably would have been better, but it's like whatever. Just
Mistakes
kind of. I
happen.
mean, yeah. The only caveat being, you know, they bring all 5 guns into it. Yeah, it's like a Marshall and 2 Stingers with some rifles. But I mean, it's still, you know, maybe would have been nice. It's just, you get the idea. You get the idea. Although,
Yep.
gotta at least know, Micaiah did, by round 3, farm up the Phoenix ult, even with it being at 7 now.
That is true. Maybe it doesn't do as much of a difference as we thought it would. I thought it would.
No, especially if they're just gonna be like farming it, especially because Micaiah hasn't even gotten a kill in these first 2 rounds here, but I would expect surely, if you want to pop it into round 3, surely you get some kills off this. I couldn't imagine not. Never mind, you get peeked out immediately, and he just goes for the trades instead. You know, that's still fine too. That's still fine too. I mean, the Phoenix finding the effectiveness to help the teammates just get in and get these picks instead. It's a 4v3, and they're still just on the back foot. Actually, I just realized they're the one that lost it too. Okay, I'm stupid. So it didn't quite work out.
About?
What am I talking about? I'm just yapping like a bloke.
You're waffling, innit?
I am waffling. Hey, it would have been a 4v2 if Micaiah didn't pop the flash or the run it back. So
Clown9 cuts noise, but Pavel on that mid having all that rotation info. They aren't falling for it. So heavy towards
What
A.
is Caleb
3 on
Jiggle
3.
peeking?
what is blood
30
peeking?
seconds left.
What is Diddy blood peeking? And then Caleb with the Odin is at least able to get 1 before the trade up, but it's still just the 1. You get a 1v2? 20 seconds left. You're gonna have to make something happen here. Wait for the regen shield, but they're not giving you a chance to even go for a 1 here.
10 seconds left.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Oh
yo, yo.
Had to be for The fact they lived for that long, not able to find a fight, had to try and bait the tap at least, and it's still, Play with the food, innit? Honestly, it does kind of suck that they couldn't really convert that bonus round with the run it back.
That might be a GIF coming in there.
A GIF and it's not a night whiff? That's crazy. Even still though, I don't think it's like too shabby. I mean, again, it was the bonus. Their ult economy is still pretty good.
Angus got kicked for the criminal
left.
timeout.
You got early info down B.
No, I hated everything you saw.
He called a timeout, round 0, and left.
I help. Seems to be going for a fight down mid. Oh, the ball.
It's a full-blooded. That's insane. Okay, the trade is out there, so it's fine. But oh, that's so dirty. All right, I guess Caleb's playing gun game because with the judge, at least I will take out claps out of this round. Really trying to go for more, and now it just picks up the gun instead. All right, I see you.
Igni is coming up and grouping up with the team. Now all free B main.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if you do want to try and pop somewhere, wait, any fucking dart breakers? Someone get a counter for me when I say any dart breakers because I call it out every time. Oh, thank you.
Now going back to this B main. Clown9 seems to love their rehits.
Yeah, because it's the caveat of pretty much knowing, like, okay, they haven't really tried taking out this space. Let's just try and see what ends up working here. And okay, that's a good first step at least. Until the paranoia and the util kind of came in to fleet it over. And now it's just down to Art and 1v3. Art's someone that picked up the judge himself. Trying so hard to fire. Too hot in it. Stay out the fire. Super high level tactic. Remember, yeah? No, Art cannot stay out of the fire.
Roasted like a summer barbecue.
Summer Barbie. Okay, that's Australian, but whatever.
Now Clown9 down. No money, but they're still forcing free rifles.
Yeah, I guess.
Spectre.
I mean, there is a not dead yet in play here for Clap, so I would have to imagine that they're just gonna full on pop in, see what happens. Likely end up having to use the not dead yet.
Run away.
Run away! Unable. Yeah, but I mean, they're still just getting spammed with the choke, even the run on it back pops out here. And then Clap's trying really hard to do a fuzzy impression. Doesn't even get a chance to use the not dead yet in the rounds.
Dude, every time that people say run away like that, I just picture in my head the killer rabbit from Holy Grail. and all of the Knights of the Round Table running away.
And I've got my holy hand grenade to blow up this broadcast. Fly.
Thank you. Run away.
I hope recognized that passage really well though and instantly rotated off A. But now they're heavier towards B this time.
Yeah, expecting, because I mean they have been more or less defaulting a lot of their hits and a lot more of their attention
Any
towards
dart breakers.
I didn't have to say it this time. It doesn't matter. Ethan, mimicking exactly what happened in the skirmish did at least to pop out Art and
now
yeah,
Clown9
even
just
Pablo 3. Yeah, okay. I know they're trying something silly, but invest in jet knives. That's it, pretty much. Like, I understand why they want to use the aggression here, but I would imagine that Clap should just be the one going and just distracting them with the not dead yet, no?
Yep.
No,
I mean,
my only caveat, okay? It is a buy round now, because I honestly kind of forgot it was an eco, but even still. Actually, I don't even know. Their buy has been so wild, I don't even know how flip-floppy this is.
They forced round 4.
Got it, okay. Eve actually bringing out the op on the B main line now, but, well, eventually they'll find out rather soon. It's not just going to be Art towards A. Instead, they're going for yet another A split, in fact.
But they're not ready. They're not watching tree. Unless Caleb can get there quick enough.
No, Ethan actually has a cross there, actually, but not good for it, actually. And that's a not dead yet at least popped up. Micaiah able to do the run it back here, too, if they really want to go double zombie, if they really wanted to. But not even necessary, actually. Never mind, it's a 5v2. It's fine.
IHOP just so unaware of that triangle. Not ready to fight.
Last player standing.
No, I mean, you're at least finally able to kill out the Clove, but Maple in a 1v4 might be a little bit difficult, especially with the, also they have everything else except for the jet knives, so unless you could mechanically snake your way through. Yeah, looking like just a save to at least get the Odin back
Odin
for
save.
Caleb here.
Or going
They're
for
making
it.
so much- no, they're just making a lot of noise. They're trying to get for an exit, but surely they know that Maple's here. They'd have to imagine.
No.
Left.
No.
So much noise.
Art stopping the save.
Little did we even know that Art even picked up the op. But, you know, that could also be a part of the momentum swing. Unless you really want to get rid of this op. I don't know. I mean, it's a sent attack. It's not unusable. But the fact that they're not trying to rebuy up an op on the defense might be wholly unnecessary. I'm not too sure.
But hey, Micaiah with their ult again.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the
I
Phoenix.
mean, you had the not dead yet in the last round. We're able to at least get it through kills for Makai to get the run it back. So try to just zombie your way through on this attack. Honestly, it's probably going to be the way to go if you want to string together more and more of these rounds here. To at least
We're
try to
walking up,
equalize this.
Going to face an Odin if they keep walking up.
Especially out on their own. I mean, they can definitely clear this out. It just depends on if they actually want to invest the ultimate into this as well.
Art also holding this bottom mid line with the op.
They're pretty much grouping for the ace, but just trying to see what they can catch out. They catch out Ethan, but I don't think it spots out Caleb, though. It gets a perfect angle onto Claps there for it. Does actually get traded up by the not dead yet, as I predicted.
No, Pavel.
But the flood isn't that great, actually. But it's not too far enough to actually catch out Pavel from the angle there. Only goes down like half HP, can probably still heal, but... Ooh, Iggy picking up Caleb's own Odin, just spraying down Ethan. I don't know why, but that just seems poetic to me. I don't know why.
It's not a 3v2.
Yeah, and I mean, the wall got tripped there as we kind of saw, so it might psych them out a little bit, especially, yeah, because they're just re-clearing it. So they pretty much are just holding for mana, and that's that. Iggy does have the Hunter's Fury, but that's Pavel already popping out the run it back. Knocked down super low, but doesn't stop Hatesmart from going down. Iggy in an authentic 1v3 here now, having to try and find their way through here. Able to get it through the blinds. Spraying on through that Odin, but the spray's not good. They just stick the defuse. Oh, a
Good
fifth round
news.
there, Garner for IHOP as well.
This
It's like you
is
were
a
alluding
new
to,
record.
Autumn. Yeah, oh.
This is a new record for IHOP.
It is a new record, and that's what I was kind of bouncing off. That's like, okay, they are definitely able to show something here on the defense. It's not just them fumbling on attack, because, you know, we don't have to see that quite yet for another, like,
That is true.
few rounds.
Instead, we get to go watch Pavel go kill.
Pavel go, yeah, the Pavel go kill show on the Phoenix. I mean, everyone has kind of had a little bit of a part in there. Like, I know Eva's gotten, like, 1 or 2 multi-kills in there, but Pavel has really been able to really dictate the pace and just get a lot of the important kills that they've needed on this defense.
Pavel in the mid smoke. Walks
And doesn't
out.
actually have the timing. Oh, that's so rather unfortunate. Not expecting a second there.
Now
I think they
IHOP has
did-
lost all mid control.
Yeah, which isn't great because I think that the attack finally realized that. Actually, Clown9 realizing that, at least even in the last round as well. I can't even say it was a 1G. That was just a perfectly placed molly from Micaiah there to catch one. I'm pretty sure Arda tried updrafting there, but it's not going to stop Caleb from getting the kill with the Hunter's Fury. Equalizing things, or at least making it a bit easier, but Iggy popped their own, and that's Mabel getting at least 1 tag. A second tag actually onto Ethan as well.
This is her Claps walking up mid. Could get a flank here.
I'm on the flank, but instead it's Claps. I mean, they've already flooded out, so yeah, that might be a little bit of a blunder unless you knock all 3 out. You're kind of on the back foot there. At least people gone down. But not expecting help on the angle with the Odin. Oh, yeah, I might have been a little bit of a blunder to go for the re-flank off of that, but you kind of hate to see it, really. They felt like they had everything going for them, and then instead, they kind of just slipped away from them.
If I had a nickel for every time that a player died to a Phoenix Molly in this map, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it happened twice.
Actually, it's 3 times. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, production, can we
We
get
have
a graphic to find Ian 10K for
one
the
of them was A main.
the low
fucking
effort
crazy.
reference to Phineas
Hey,
and Ferb?
whoa. Spectre's down, so no graphics for that today.
Fuck, you're right. Can we just get epic pen draw on that then? Minus 10K for Ian. Thanks.
I hop back
I'll
with this off, and
consider.
Pal will get to kill down mid, flashing.
Yeah, actually with the op this time, still pressuring it out through mid, but I definitely don't think he expected the Pavel op from that. But they're showing so much space here without much control from the attack there that it just left with the 2 people just trying to go through mid, just going to their demise immediately.
Art with a
That's-
stinger.
Yeah, but they still have to pretty much go into yet another re-clear exactly, pretty much. They don't even necessarily have the util to really even try and explore anywhere else, re-clear for util. There's so many question marks towards mid. I don't know what exactly we're gonna have to use here to try and clear through it.
I imagine Art wants one of the guns on the ground.
Yeah, it's at least able to get it and was able to at least attempt to break across there, but I mean, Eve spotted it out. Let it go by. Oh, that is... Yeah, just corralling them all in, making them think that they're safe, but maybe not yet. I mean, the kills are going in their favor, but I don't think they're going to expect the backstab.
30 seconds left.
But even more and more, the time you wait, your teammates are just going down.
Gonna fall back here.
Until, you know, you finally time to strike and it's just an easy 2K. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Take a
Hated
minute.
the team.
Focus on your
SMH.
breathing. Helps with your aim.
I mean, nicely
Yeah,
done.
actually, it was a bait. Yeah, because what in the... I guess to really sell the re-clear backstab, but I don't know. I mean, you could have done it a little faster. Am I nitpicking? Maybe. Is he better than me? Yes. Am I stupid? Well...
I mean, that was nicely done by IHOP, keeping that mid control. I think the win condition for this Clown9 team is getting this mid, but the issue is when you have a clue, those smokes last for so short that it's kind of hard to hold that space. So they're going for a fast B, it seems like.
It's just trying another eco pop just to try and see what you can bait out here, but not even trying to aim for Clown is still able to just take him out, and that's hard down too. And the knockdown that does not matter here whatsoever. That steel guard proving very effective here. At least, wait. Yeah, wait. No, what? No, never mind. I thought it like back. Never mind. It's fine.
Spike planted.
I thought for some reason it was used to hurt the attack, but you know it might have. Honestly, I don't know.
Who knows?
Guns were out, I guess. Trying to anchor in though through a 2v4, and they really could not find any picture to try and just make it a little bit more doable. But oh, it's rough. I mean, round 11 going the way now for IHOP. Going up at least 8, potentially 9 in their defense half.
Just walking together,
Last round
getting those
in the
kills,
half.
trading each other. Well, they're not dying, but speaking together at least.
Yeah,
just look so coordinated.
yeah, coordinated on
get
the side of
swamp
IHOP.
Yep.
But also very sloppy on the side of the attack, pretty much. Like Clown9, I understand why they're trying to like want to go for these pops to try and make something work, but I feel like there's so much of a disconnect that they're just going in so scrappy, and even if there are layers, it's just nothing is like working. The only thing that was working was the mid adaptation, but that already got shut down 2 rounds later. Now in the final round, I mean, there's not much room for adaptation. You just gotta see if you can get yourself a 4th. At least able to get...
Heavy mad.
Yeah, I mean, you do get the dash out of Eve, which is a little bit official. The trade does at least work out in the favor because that is the smoke swing down.
Joke's over.
Now everyone looking toward mid on.
Has to bop to run it back to get the health back. That was the intent for that one. And it still worked out because Eve did go down to collapse as well.
IHOP just look confused, don't know where to go. Sitting in their spawn.
I think at this point they're thinking that they're going to float towards A because that was their tendency, but they didn't really bother with it this time. Instead, they're popping into B, and the only one that can potentially stop them is the microwave here from Maple. Just trying to buy what
lockdown
time
is
you
ready.
can.
That
Lockdown's
lockdown is ready.
It won't be in a good spot though if they're going to plant it like right there. They could just spray it out if they really wanted to. Hell, could even kill Maple out for that, crying out loud. Never mind, doesn't matter. They just go for the peek and die. Potentially a red card, maybe. Potentially. Still 2v3. I'm not going
That
to count
might be a
IHOP out
red
of it quite
card.
yet. I didn't even know Art was there, but that is an incredible pre-fire to at least make this a 2v2. It's getting a little scary.
Last player standing.
Oh,
But, you know, the
Makai
Plat
was
is perfectly
material.
fine. Makai able to get the two, equalizing the spray down there. I was so concerned because if Pavel got one, that's a run it back in. I would not have had the chances going too well there. So they're at least able to recover the final, but it's still an 8-4 here.
This is a new record for IHOP. Maybe they are just
Really?
a defense team. But
Maybe
see if
they
can break a new
are.
record on attack as well. Who knows? Going for a 5-man B. They like to run
Yeah.
a B split on their pistols on ascent, on attack. But there's no use of that mid, but we had a club watching.
Yeah, but it seems they're at least a little bit prepped for this. They have to at least have some amount of precog. Surely they did some anti-strat. Surely. Surely these guys did their homework. I'd have to
Okay.
imagine, surely.
That game was 5 months ago, and IHOP is switching it up by going heavy B main.
Be right back.
Okay, so, but I mean, they already hear the vice util. They're just going past, and that's Iggy getting clean one tap by Eve there. But now they're just held off by the wall. They have to like slowly scale in, and that's just a free kill for Claps there. Still things going in favor, but Claps trying to make everything work with the frenzy again, but ugh, Scorpio. But
Player standing.
I don't even know who is even favored for at any given moment because people just keep dying.
This is just
But
chaos.
Eve, the chaos leading for Eve to get the 4K to win the second pistol for them. Oh, I mean, that's infinitely better than what I guess they did on their attack, apparently, according to Autumn. So I have to believe so.
That
Holding
is.
position.
I mean, hey, Clown9 instantly rotates, ready to retake, ready to flood instantly, but they just lose their fights in the chaos. And I think if they do the IHOP strategy of grouping up and playing more together, they might have a better chance. We saw this kind of on their attack as well. But we'll see if they get to adapt. But now going into attack with an Ares.
Art pretty much being the one to hold off, but it really is gun game for Caleb. Willing to pull out anything. Bring out the Ares. A Shishi impression, maybe? Nearly getting tapped out, actually. Eve has to recall back, pretty much. The long range
God.
frenzy doing some crazy damage. I honestly thought there might have been a kill that would happen there. And another 1G. No more 2 nickels.
That's 4 nickels.
Spike low.
That's too
20
many nickels.
cents. That's crazy.
And Caleb
4
with the
nickels and 4
4K.
kills for Caleb with the Ares in that round. Okay, okay.
I didn't expect that sort of value. But now,
No.
Clown9 buying an all round free.
Glass up, keep in mind here for Art, actually. They need some way to just stop the bleeding and try to just win out this bonus, because if you don't manage to win this one, you are really letting this go in the half that you really needed to try and take things back into.
But it seems IHOP are going for another 5-man B hit. Let's see if they can run down Art. And
Surely you don't
get
whip the
off
first
round.
shot. Surely. No, Ethan's the one that swings in first there. Does go down from that, and that is their smoke sound, so the exec is going to be a little bit weaker. Should they try committing somewhere? At least an orb grab out here for Pavel, but still 2 away here. The one caveat now, because, oh, you might have 5. Oh, it's like, oh, I'm 1 away. No, it's 2!
Maple searched
Yeah.
mid for a second, didn't see anything. Now whipping up back on B, and it seems Clown9 slowly making their way back towards A, a 2-1-2.
Yeah, they're pretty much stuck having to do this. They were pretty much waiting for the scan util there before popping with the wall. Eve doing their best surf impression. Weren't able to find anything on the initial exit, and that's Maple down. Wasn't on the angle quite yet, but still able to live here for Art, but it's getting a little scrappy here. Pretty much just waiting for the full 5 flood in here. And that's not a good, the angle there is actually good for Art there, but Op gets traded out, but yeah, the kills just go in their favor. Only 1 gun going down, but they do just recover the Op, and well, he really needed this bonus. You earned it.
I mean, hey, Clown9 adopted. They played a bit more together this time compared to their pistol, and they won the round.
Yeah, I mean, I will at least give the caveat that I have her pretty much like kind of on the back foot in that round, just because of that first pick out from Art. Taking out their smokes, that made it so that they had to essentially just freeze time completely and just wait until their cooldowns came back to at least even have an attempt at an exec pop there. And sure, they were able to get to the site, but they weren't even able to get any picks for that. And I mean, you kind of just saw it. They were able to finally just flood in on that side of Cloud9. So maybe that's the idea. If you want to be able to flood in and play together, just don't get shot and die.
And IHOP just sitting back into the vice setup. Nav on A, moved. Brand
On
new.
A. But they already know about at least the Phoenix, but that's not the Vice Steel revealed there. It's just Pavel pretty much just scouting, but Eve is also there too. Are you going to recall? Yeah, you do recall too. But you're going so far that you don't really spot out too much, and the flood's going through. Picks aren't going in their favor though, just having to try and flood out of the flood smoke. It's not working out for them at all. Perfect pre-aim there from Ethan there. Shoot. I get you won the skirmish against Art, but god damn, Ethan. You know what? The karma's there. He's able to at least get the one. It's a 2v2 at least. Makes something work with the double face. You don't expect that from Makaya. And you 1v1, trying to make it work against Maple.
Reload.
I mean, if Caleb was able to make a multi-kill happen with these gun games, surely Iggy can as well. But the scan doesn't catch out Maple at all. Are you even going to expect a hell re-clear? I mean, you have 30 seconds to work with here, but... Oh! No, I can't even tell. Was that falling? Was that a falling spray down? Oh my god.
The headshot.
Perfect flick at least, yeah. Oh.
That's insane.
Oh. That is crazy, but a much needed win there too, and that breaks their econ pretty much, at least on the side of IHOP. And I mean, yeah, they're gonna have a really goofy buy honestly into this. I think they do just full on save here, unless they really want to go, which I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the only caveat's really they're away on a few ults, but not a run it back.
This is now looking kind of scary for IHOP, losing their rounds.
That spots out 3. I can't even say any dart breakers because I didn't even see where it was. But I don't think they're going to necessarily expect the op, especially because Art's not the one facing, and you get a collab for your reward! That is insane!
Oh my god.
A great gambit from the side of Cloud9 to completely mask the op there. And now they're just still on the back foot once again. I mean, you have Pavel here with the rifle, and another Spectre, but you're pretty much just having to work to see if you can find anything here. Only able to spot out the Odin, but they're not really going to give too much on that side.
I mean, it looks like everything is going right for Cloud9. They're always on the correct sites. They're hitting collaterals. They're hitting falling one-taps. It's insane.
I mean, they are walking into only like 2, but I mean, when the 2 is Klaus and Makaya, I mean, especially with the zombies. I was going to say, if you were somehow able to convert that one, if you're Maple and Claps not pop the not dead yet, that could have amounted to something, but
that was a 1v5.
Yeah, it would have been rather impressive and a little bit of a blunder for not popping the not dead yet, but you know what, it doesn't matter because you made it work out. You've got that along with the jet knives going into this round.
If you can manage to get this, convert the 1v5.
Yeah, there is that too. Could have picked up a gun though. There is a gun game going on here. But I mean, if they can win out this round again, that's going to be such really good momentum stabilization for them. This snowball would have been great there. Pretty much the same plan again, waiting out for the blind that doesn't actually come. Doesn't expect it, can't get the flick in time though. But not really any damage taken here. Only caveat, if Pavel's able to get one more ult point, that is a run it back. But they're pretty much so invested in this B split, they can't really pivot except for these kills here. And that's just a scary double peek into there. Yeah, and that's the Vice util down. They can flood in pretty much whenever they want to now. Not much stopping power besides the op. And it's another whiff shot from Art, too. Great cover, though, from Iggy to at least handle. Because Art was definitely blinded. I mean, you have to put the jet knives there. Converted pass popped as well. They're really going for the flood in. Can't do anything when you're slowed, even with an Odin. Actually able to catch it out, too, on Claps. Does get the full back in. They are back into this round, but still only on 26 at most HP. Tried to really pre-spray for the op, but it got so whiffy on both sides. Behind the 1v3, and Eve got on the angle there. Yeah, you kind of needed to convert that round, really. Honestly, on both sides, really. Still able to stabilize some sort of amount of bleeding here, at least for IHOP here.
Much needed round for them, as this could have easily snowballed towards Cloud9's side if they lost that round with their economy. But now, the lockdown here in one orb, and but also the Hunter's Fury in one orb. Let's see if there's a duel on that.
Not just that, they pretty much have all their ults going into this, more or less. The only thing they're missing is a convergent pass they used last round to convert it. on the flip side, you're pretty much just waiting on one for 3 people here. But again, it pretty much just has to go for the kills. I think IHOP have at least sniffed out at this point the default that's been going on there with at least the dart and everybody facing besides the actual op itself. Little did I know, Art's rifling this round. And is able to get the pick off, and that's the spike revealed to them too. That just buys them having to fully rotate, pretty much just going all sprinting for it. Not sure if anyone else would have peeked out or not, but I mean, they're still essentially frozen on the side of C9.
But Maple has the entire control of mid. Seems to go on a late lurk.
If the late lurk can actually be able to get it through. That buys so much time for them to just get through, especially with the run it back. They're just respecting it completely, and that's your second layer. How are you even going to flush this one out? You pretty much have to double face it, and that's their plan. That is an insane way of actually doing that. I must admit, I gotta respect that one. I wasn't sure how they would do it, but I knew they'd try. Ethan, though, oh, with the clean shot and fade away to get case bars out there. Equalizing things to a 3v3.
Flank might get 2 here.
Another at least good for 1. Smoke is pivotal here, but just causing so much chaos here just on the flank. 1v2 here for Art. You have to pick a fight here. Picks the right fight at least into Eve.
Bullet.
Causing so much chaos, but just whiffs it. You have nothing in the chamber for your rifle. And not enough in the classic. 6 HP in a dream there. Pavel survives out for yet another round for IHOP, and now they're on map points.
Very unexpected from IHOP, bringing this game to that point.
Yeah, I mean, like, they had such a great idea, really just trying to clear out double facing with the unorthodox placement of the lockdown. But through all that chaos, essentially just were like, okay, we got it. We gotta flood back now. Now. Little did they know they were gonna get recleared not once, but twice. Losing that round there. And now they're really going for the play here, having to just go for the run it back play here. Oh my god, the spray down from both of them is insane, especially with the Pico. Round is just done. Okay, you know what? All the chaos caused from main, they did not expect Claps to just run down Cat and get the 4K.
I mean, this was a chance for IHOP to close it out with the Clown9's diminished economy, but now they have the diminished economy, and now Clown9 is on the full buy.
I mean, Autumn, you kind of see it. They're honestly both dealing with a very volatile economy here. Whoever loses this round is not going to be in a really pretty spot for the next. If that's Clown9,
yeah,
especially so, yeah. Oh my god. I mean, same defaults really with the darts. I mean, it's what you at least expect from PCMT solos. They know their lineups. They don't know their flicks on the other hand, though. Art still able to get out Pavel. That's a really good pick. And that's a rifle down, I'm pretty sure, as well. We have to work with pistols and a sheriff, or and a singer. That's one of them down. Banging out the Vice util, but that's still Ethan going down. I respect the attempt, but rather ill-fated.
Hey, in another universe, it could have been insane.
In another universe, me glazing Ethan, that is not happening. I would never, no way. I mean, now you see this position already forward here from Claps. They're jailed in. They have to pretty much go into sight with this. And at least it works out, not able to give them any chance to really get in with these weapons that they have. And look at the flawless out here for C9.
I mean, wow. This might be IHOP's last chance to close this map out.
Honestly, I might agree with you there, Autumn. It's going to get so scrappy, especially with the econ.
Here.
If C9 were able to convert this round, that's 10, essentially 11, because the next round is going to be another eco. And it pretty much would have to come down to a round 24 clutch here. But with the alt economy, there is a chance for them to still make it back through. 3 chances to still win this map.
Good news is IHOP is close to their ult in a few rounds.
I don't know, did that spot at the up? I'm not too sure. Flash is ready at least, and nearly could have maybe even gone that, but oh. But on the flip side though, Ethan's able to get the push up from Micaiah. I mean, that is one of the common A players that they have spotted out, but that pretty much just leaves Claps to have to anchor on itself. But the callback is pretty much to just go and hit A.
But Artist pushing down B, getting all that deep info, the push and pull nature of this game. They know they must be heavy A. So the
Maple heard the run step action. I don't think you're going to expect Art at this angle. Or other way around, sorry. Especially with the op. And that's Art down. 5v3 into this. Iggy trying to make something work out here. At least able to get 2 before going down with the Odin.
Steel Garden
Great sell
scares
up there
them
from
away.
Case Bars, yeah. That Steel Garden's going to help them out a lot. It's going to make them pause, at least for now. There is still enough time to rotate, but they still have to rotate into the device util pretty much.
Case Bars
At least-
beats that timing.
Yeah, especially you see that collapse actually re-clearing immediately. There's still going to be a delay, but at least able to watch it out there. Case we're not good for the first though. Still trying to grieve for you. Got to be careful, brother.
Last player standing.
No one knew that time though for Maple. Gets re-cleared himself, but it's still a 1v3.
Spike planted.
I mean, you got to use on the maker. That is an insane re-clear. That smoke not working quite out, and
Attackers win.
yeah. A 13-9. It got so scrappy in that last round there, but IHOP, the last time they played this map, as you said, Autumn, they got completely steamrolled, but now they at least got on the front foot on their own map pick here.
Maybe defense is what they needed.
Maybe so. I mean, it really sucks to see because you're looking at some of these stats here too. 9 total first bloods, at least between Art and Claps, but then you look in the other hand, it's like, it's just, it wasn't enough. You had some individual kill power, but the team play on the side of IHOP just was able to scrounge out that map. At least we're going into Lotus next map, where I'm hoping we can see something here from Clown9, but still a rather good showing for there from IHOP, so yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes, give them a break, and yeah, we'll see you guys at the map too. So I do have to make a correction because one, I guess I'm illiterate or dyslexic, whichever. Maybe I should be on TL. You know, that'd be funny. It was actually. Wait. So, oh yeah, that makes sense. So, it was actually C9's pick of Ascent. I thought it was IHOP's for some reason. So they stole their opponent's map pick, and now they're going to Lotus, which historically, IHOP have 13-0'd FSG. The FSG that's currently topping the Alpha group.
And when Clown9 played FSG, they got 13-10 on this map, so...
Yeah, maybe at a little bit of a disadvantage here, honestly, but it's more that just, you know, a 13-0 is kind of just... Those are always kind of weird to analyze, just down to the fact that it's a 13-0. There was a lot more going on than just playing bad that involves that. Like, you can play bad, but you have to actually, like, royally screw up in a lot of other ways to actually get 13-0. So, who knows, honestly?
But hey, going into this Lotus, we saw IHOP and Ascent being very coordinated, especially on those retakes, which is very important on a P-side map like Lotus. So, for the first time in the series, I actually am very hopeful towards IHOP and the fact that they could actually close this out.
Now, we're flashing this graphic, and we're just going to give you guys the second. Here's your pop quiz for the day. Whose kill spread is this with the weapons here? If you're paying attention, there's only maybe like 2 or 3 people this could have been, so...
Yeah, it could have been.
It's actually the super sub.
Yeah, people who played so
it's
much.
the super sub. Yeah, Caleb got 1 kill with any like actual hard rifle. Everything else with either utility, 2 classic kills, and yeah, the 1 judge actually, but majority with the heavies. Which I know Caleb is someone that also leans into the Odin more so for funnies, if anything like that, but. The fact that your super sub is coming in, acting as like a massive all arms, that is
on I Hate Odin
pretty
Party.
sick.
The team is I Hate Odin Party.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good songs.
Oh my god. And yet they're abusing that to actually win it. That is crazy. I mean,
They're just lying to people.
they're lying to people. They just hired the complete antithesis to their whole, you know, rhetoric, I suppose. Me using big words. I don't know.
Last time I went to IHOP, I didn't see any Odins, so...
Rhetoric is contradictory.
Last time I went to IHOP, I didn't even have breakfast, so,
Last time I went to IHOP, I had, like, half a pancake.
Last time I went to IHOP, I was asleep at 3 a.m. in a dumpster.
Last time I went to IHOP, I didn't even hop. Think about that.
Hopping on it.
Bro, how did we go to Southern accents?
Hopping onto Lotus Agent Select.
Well,
We
because
go into
IHOP
Agent Select.
isn't a thing in the UK, I wouldn't imagine. Unless they
It's
are.
not.
I don't know.
Lotus
Hey,
Select.
It is a thing up here, though, thank God.
Yeah, but it's not a thing in Canada. No, that is actually
Yes,
the
it
funniest
is.
thing.
It's a
No,
thing in
it is
Canada.
not. No, it is
yes,
not.
I have an IHOP, a 6-minute drive from where I'm
You
sitting
are in
right now.
fucking Calgary, brother. If there's anything, it's only in like a major
Brother,
city or
I'm
two.
in Edmonton.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Alberta's basically the same. There's no difference. Surely
Yeah,
not.
you're not
Point is, they're
wrong.
only
Someone help.
they're only in the fucking major cities. I don't have any of that. I don't have a fucking IHOP. I don't have a Denny's. We don't have Waffle House. Why is that not a thing? I don't fucking know. Point is, Canada doesn't have the breakfast places, and I'm mad.
Canada
is
is real.
That's
Texas of
actually
Canada.
surprising for yourself, though, with not
I
having the
know.
Denny's. Anyway, looking at our
Yeah.
comps.
Yeah, looking at our comps,
Just be
maybe I'm
distracted.
feasting here for breakfast. I'm not too sure yet.
We're running the Waylay race, which is always fun. I mean, IHOP always running a different duelist every time they play this map, which is intriguing.
I mean, in a way, it kind of makes a little bit of sense, but I guess it's more that's like, okay, Claps was doing okay on the Clove-ish, but it's more that's just, you know, it wasn't the Clove part, it was the shooting part, so it at least makes rather sense that, you know what, if I'm just gonna go kill, I'm just gonna go and run the Jet instead and Art, going over to the Raves. Not much of a change up otherwise there, really. Everything's pretty cardboard cut. I mean, the only difference here on the side is pretty much there's just no Phoenixes instead. They've dropped essentially the Phoenixes for the raises, which, I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Is there even a team that runs Phoenix on this map? I cannot think.
Who knows? But it seems like
Yeah.
a walk down B with nobody there but an alarm bot. Well,
Once again,
now.
they're so much in love with running these pop strats, just stacking together, just hitting. And I mean, they're at least able to get the first initial bit of the site here, really. Nobody really taking towards the connector, but they flushed so much util for it. What is it going to mean for the kills? I mean, I honestly thought for a second the Raise-Aid honestly screwed itself up there, but such a distraction. Kills going in favor. Now into a 2v2 here, pretty much. My guy just gets jumping right-clicked by Ethan from the top ropes, and 1v1 here, up to Claps against Maple. I'd have surely heard, yeah, you definitely heard them get off, pretty much. All the onus on the Maple to make this work out if possible.
The 13-0 dream.
13-0 to dream. Yeah, them conceding a round potentially for the first time. I say potentially, it was going to happen. Clap's playing all the time there, just playing with Maple like maple syrup. And that's a pistol there, the first pistol in the series actually for C9.
Let's go. Well, hey, that's a good sign.
It is a good sign.
That's the most Canadian thing you've ever said, Valencia.
Me saying maple syrup is the most Canadian thing.
Just production note. Viewers can hear this as well. I might set up more of a soundboard to like have the Canadian national anthem when we say shit like that go off on stream.
Canadian national anthem. Oh, Canada. I'll sing instead of cashed.
I'm
True
sorry, to our
patriot
viewers.
love. And all of us command.
Yeah, there's a round happening.
Yeah, there is kind of there is a round happening. There is a gun that did get dropped. Art did get popped out pretty much, but they're still just trying to flood in through the site here and try to get what kills again. But you're still just getting traded continually there, pretty much. I still think it have
so much value.
Yeah, the flooding in. It's more just them going in one by one, trying to make something happen. But now they are losing favor here. 3v2 can still potentially pick something up, but no, Eve trying with the bandit, not able to get Micaiah. 3 in the round here with the Moldog at the very least, and down to Maple once again. Sorry, Maple, Autumn both fall. Me getting confused. It's an eco win. It's an eco win. Drop 2 guns at Mace. It's fine.
Only one gun because Mr. Circlops didn't buy. Had 4,800 creds.
Okay, so then one of the dust didn't matter. Okay, that's fine. And I mean, they brought in most of the important stuff anyway. And round 3, yeah, you do have 2 heavies on both sides pretty much. Iggy wielding out the Ares, but Caleb out here with the Big Daddy Odin.
No more theory.
The big
Can't really
daddy
do a
Odin.
Brock spray though, unfortunately, but you still make it work.
Now, a little bit of a default, but the defender is taking all of C Mound.
Yeah, pretty much, especially with the one-way, that's deterring them, but they're also just giving it up as well. Not really bothering to take any of these extremities, which, in a way, I want a hindsight yellow card, because I feel like on the defense, you need to really take out these extremities, or at least hold one of them a little bit more actively than the passivity right now. You know, at least that works out too. But Eva's actually there already for the trade, though, so that's... The smoke's going out for the Killjoy, pretty much, and... They are really close to wanting to just reflect. They're actually just going in now. Pablo with a Vandal spray out to at least get the 2, but the trade's going through. Scrappy is the name of the game. That's all I can say. Caleb's still trying to make it work with this Odin, pretty much. Trying to at least enable Pablo to get something in for them.
One enemy remaining.
Is able to not do too much, but it's down to the 1v1 the Odin against Art. But it doesn't catch with the dog. Even if you're just sticking. Do you check this? Art, you have a second.
No.
You just went the entire way. Oh, that was such a winnable bonus for them, but all for naught. It wasn't with the Odin this time. No, it was just sticking. It's fine. That's how you get the 3rd round here.
But hey, looking at the good side for Clown9, a major damage dealt to IHOP's economy.
Yeah, that does bring them down to pretty much an eco. Yeah, you're not sticking with a lot of this stuff. Yeah, Ego was like, you know what? If Caleb's doing well with the Odin, I want to sniff of that. Picks it up, takes it in. Yeah, I could see something a little bit happen here. A little bit, maybe.
Get out of my way.
I'm on
Never mind. No round 1 second spray. That's fine.
Doing a thing.
But I mean, they're pretty much just taking all of A main, pretty much. Completely just passed Rebel through. Eva's able to get 1 tap in, but that's pretty much it here. Trying to just bait their way through. Caleb. Maybe you can get another kill with a pistol here, but no, you're just gonna get chased out completely. That's Caseport's just taking you out. No, you should have just popped your showstopper. Why are you going on with the worst gun in the game?
Oh no.
That's what you're supposed to do with a shotgun there. Go watch Claps there, get the 2K with the judge there. And they make it flawless.
IHOP just getting picked off 1 by 1.
Yeah, which is honestly uncharacteristic considering they had a lot of success on Ascent where they were able to just flood in together. This time they're just taking picks of seeing what you can kind of just do individually 1 by 1. The Z-Sync is not working to their favor.
Now, back on a buy. With a showstopper online. And a Nightfall in 1.
Yeah, which, I mean, you can at least do a little something with this, but it's not really going to matter when they're not even going to be walking into the A-Sac instead. It's just Maple holding C passively, but they just get all this space for free, pretty much. I mean, you call over the rotates, but it just seemed like they're ready to go for a pop, and that's a Nightfall invested as well. Nightfall, Showstopper, all put into this just to clear it out completely. It sucks a little bit that you invest 2 ultimates into nobody being on the site, but I mean, it still buys so much space. They should be able to work with this.
Spike planted.
I mean, if Clown9 win this round, that's major damage to the recon.
Red card perhaps, but no, the picks are at least going in their favor. Eve does at least get the 1 on Iggy before going down, but still pretty much down to a 2v4 here. I mean, if Caleb wants to try flooding in with an Odin, be my guest, but I think you're just going to bait Pavel again, no? Not intentionally, of course, that's kind of the point.
Last player standing.
Doesn't need a bait, you know, it's alright. 1v4 here, at least we'll spray something down and... Okay, you do at least get Claps. You do take out Claps there. But the 1v3, not enough time, yeah.
Save.
Yeah, you kind of have to save there, not too
I mean, I think this is the best play for Caleb, because... What can you do? Bringing only an Odin to the next round.
Wait, that... Can I at least yellow card? Is that a yellow card for Art dying to the spike? No, yeah, actually, yeah. It's a yellow card because the red card would be not dying to spike in an eco round.
It's okay, Art has 9k, so...
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's fine. Yeah, their econ hasn't really been broken
red
at
card from Envy when that shit happened.
We know that's why people are actually calling it a red card. Oh my god, I don't even think I actually watched the replay of that round, but I've heard everyone hated that.
I mean, Pavel with a Marshall on this deep A line has to get a few kills.
But just the wide swing out from Claps, just able to just take them out pretty much, and flying up with the boom bot, Kill's able to get overwhelmed. Yeah, you have the Odin, but they're just gonna overwhelm with numbers at this point.
No.
Or, you know, another goofy off peak from Claps, you know, that's fine. That's fine.
Instant flank coming from IHOP.
I mean,
One
you are
could be
taking
past
back
the wall,
over towards
one didn't.
Yeah, but Eva's held behind by the Vice Wall, which is going to desync these two very heavily. And yeah, no, it is just Eve on the 1v4, and they know.
What can Eva do?
Really not too much. Maybe get a pick if someone's willing to give it, but... I honestly thought they were going to go for some goofy high-low, but no, it's actually Iggy ready for it. Oh, never mind. Just 2 shots into the wall with the sheriff with the heavy pen. At least able to get the 1 before going out. Which, small, you know, drop of the pan consolation.
Hey, Eve proving he hates the Odin. By killing the Odin.
By killing the Odin, indeed, yeah. I mean, there's no way for there to be a 13-0, obviously, but it really does feel like they're on the back foot now. IHOP. They've only gotten 1 round, and that was the bonus for crying out loud. One that, honestly, you probably should have lost, too. I don't know what adjustment's going to have to happen at some point, but with 4 ults, surely they can come up with a plan here.
4-man fight down A.
Micaiah immediately spotted out all that pressure, and yeah, Ethan's so far forward, just take him out completely.
There's so much A space. This is a really good adaptation from IHOP.
Yeah, but with the productivity at least rotating over from B, but it does make the clear out sound that's like, okay, they've pretty much got A and B completely. We're probably gonna have to try and make C work. And especially with just the passive hold here from Maple, it doesn't matter how much sound you make, they just get the site for free again. No else needed.
Oh no.
Cloud's even trying to make something. Gets it a little too greedy, trying to go for a second one there, but still able to take with the KJ. That's a Nightfall pop, but that knocks you down to very low HP there, I'm pretty sure.
Showstopper as well.
Yeah, trying to make something work out, and
Remaining.
at least when we get the blind out there, and they invested at least 2 ultimates into this, but it is the round win that they really did need.
I mean, they just needed something to get them back on track, and I think even if you do invest 2 ults to get that momentum in your favor, I think it might have been worth it.
Do it again.
Yeah, and on the flip side, I mean, they actually did invest 2 ults of their own. I mean, Micaiah trying for the odd play out towards Rubble when 3 had pushed out, and Claps making the attempt with the Blade Storm did, I mean, arguably still got one, but I mean, that means you're not really going to have it for later, but it's a Blade Storm at least. That one's fine. That one's fine. What am I yapping about there?
They go back to this passive playstyle that hasn't really been working out for them, but maybe going for a fake A fight? Oh, the ult.
Yeah, there's a lot going into this. So many ults in. Odin on both sides actually trying to make something work out there. Barely trying to get out, but I couldn't tell if that was just an accidental body block from Eve or just still getting peeked out, but I mean, that's 2 of the players down there on the side of IHOP. And that's still A site pretty much garnered for them. Still maybe having to check if someone's there, but no, they're still just holding it more passively. What if they always someone having to barely hold out for the Vice while it triggers
Spike
now?
planted.
So at least know about one, and K-Spars is already fighting the one, and actually both No Flake now kind of revealed out, and so much damage. Not a kill card though. But that's such good damage that Arso would just get the one tap in from the body shot. Probably able trying to make something work out here, but the HPs are not good for them
Last
whatsoever.
player standing.
And yeah, that's Pavel going down. Maple only good for one. Caught maybe a little bit too trigger happy with just being content with the one, but that's not good enough for you. That's another round win for C9.
I mean, that was such a nice trap play on A main from the defenders with the Whaley ult, but
Need a drop.
it just didn't get any value.
No, it didn't. And you're kind of kicking yourself a little bit to where it's like, okay, you pretty much on another low buy here. The only ults you have pretty much in the bank right now are the Into the Shadows and the Lockdown, which I don't think you're going to be using the Lockdown into this round, but with how passive the plays have been so far, I don't know when they're even going to use that, to be honest with you. I've got no clue. Eve even going down. Yeah, K-Spar is getting a little bit of help there, at least with Makai, to just flush out some sort of attention here. Not even really like an A split, really, but they're just seeing what they can get on both sides. Probably able to pivot at any point they want towards B, especially with the lurk insert. I'd have to imagine now that's the pivot called pretty much, but do they even realize that there's 2 beyond that smoke there? They do invest the lockdown actually in to try and get it to be a little less scrappy, but they just disrespect it completely.
Oh, no.
A massive investment gone down the drain completely.
And Casper's holding the steel guard in against the Nico.
Against a Nico, which, I mean, to be fair, Pavel does have a rifle and has done some magnificent things with it, but the showstopper just forcing you into the air, and that was, I don't think you really wanted that one to happen, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Pavel just gave him a concussion in Lincoln and died.
Gave himself the concussion, didn't even die to the headshot. No, the headshot was just to the ceiling. Ugh. Boom.
I mean, Clown9 Jet going 17-5 now.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what you were really seeing, is that the individuality from Claps is literally what you want to see from this guy. And the 17-5 on the Jet, that's just a no-brainer. That's just a no classico.
You're going towards an empty site.
An
Just
empty
an alarm
site.
bot.
Yeah, and that alarm bot's not going to do jack. I mean, Eva's trying to buy so much here for a fight here, but you're not even able to get a shot on K-Spars. Even it will just fade away completely, even from the Odin spam. Maple trying to stop something here, but you can't really do too much, really. Have to all concede it, but okay, maybe a little bit overzealous, but Pavel in a good spot to at least take out Claps. Still trying to go for more. He's able to get one before going down. Might be a lifeline that they need, but they still need to regroup pretty much. Buying so much
Steel
more time
Guard
for the
up.
attack. Yeah, and the Steel Guard invested too to hold them back. Buying so much time there. This retake is going to have to be fast if they want to make this work out, and clean. That's not a clean first step, though. K-Spar is getting one before going down. They're still holding a little bit of a disadvantage, and okay, now you can actually flood through, but Micaiah in the blank spot! That no 1v1 against Scrim once again. But there's not enough time, even with the Odin spray down immediate. All the stall outs. And it's good for a 4K from Micaiah.
I mean, it's devastating for IHOP. They were in such a good spot to win that retake. And then Micaiah flanking through CT, killing 2. It's insane.
It really is, especially with the fact that they kind of had an advantage throughout the entire retake. It's just Cloud9 pretty much did everything they needed to do to slow them down to where they were essentially going to win by time, even if they did make a blunder, which they did, but it really was off the back of Micaiah's heroics there.
IHOP back on an eco, which seems to be a very common trend this game.
Clown9 sent them to Title IX bankruptcy.
What? What is that even? You mean Chapter 9? What are you saying? Get it right,
Oh, my
Sting.
bad.
I've watched
I didn't
enough Bright
read the
Sun
book.
to know.
I didn't read
I've
the
watched-
book, okay? I don't know what chapters it has.
Be right back.
Well, I mean, I guess this is a chapter in the book of yet another eco. Eve wanting to find a timing here, but you're just not able to find it, and now your recall's just gone completely uninvested here. Might still find claps here. And does, it got so scrappy. Shows up for invested 2, doesn't even get the target you were looking for crying out loud. And Art not able to do too much in the 1v4. That is honestly a very proactive flood in from IHOP. And again, another round they needed, but it's only been 3 on their defense.
I mean, this type of flooding is what they've been showing on Ascent. It's just been lacking this game. And now, even though they've adapted to it now, it's round 11.
Last
I mean, is
round
it too
for the
late?
switch.
I don't know. I mean, I'll at least gives them some bail that they at least had the right idea going into the round before that Micaiah was able to clutch out. That it seemed like they did have a little bit more coordination, even having to wait through all the stall there. But yeah, it feels like you're seeing it just way too late. I mean, you could still buy out time for one more round here, but I think you're kind of kicking yourself that you weren't able to secure more for your defense, I feel.
Gonna fall back here.
Proactivity from Eve, trying to just make something happen around start, trying to see if they try and disrespect it. That's why you're trying so hard to get the orb here, but your recall just breaks out. You have to invest your dash going back in. But Ethan still goes down through that. Only caveat here,
The Nightfall.
but Pavel gets peeked out by it. They should expect that too. It gets sprayed down by Arts.
Player standing.
Kills just going in their favor, stumbling together. And now it's just down to Maple in a 1v5 here.
I mean, Pavel just distracted.
Yeah, you wanted Pavel to be the to take advantage of the distraction, but no, got distracted himself, and that was a max range shorty from Claps. Holy!
I mean, I feel like that round kind of sums up how the game has been going so far.
We know the drill.
Yeah,
Right.
honestly, they've been on such a back foot. 9-3-1/2. At least they are going on to their attack, but yeah, you really kind of just hate to see it, really. Also, shout out to Stingray for capturing the fact that that was a full shot from ahead. That was actually kind of sick. That was kind of sick. Green card for you. You can come to Canada.
Point proof.
And now,
Sorry. Man, what are you talking about?
We're in a 4 Clown9 on a taking that fight.
I mean, fuck, bud. You can't be fucking apologizing that much.
Eh?
Man, I'm trying to get my double-double here. Ian, come on a date with me to Tim's. Actually, that's a lie. Fuck Tim's.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah, Tim Horns. That shit is pretty much dog and American now at this point. It is.
Yeah.
It is a ghost in the shell of its former self. Meanwhile, the project, at least from the attack, they're taking so much space here, just disrespecting it. But Arsa at least able to get Ethan out. K-Spar staying alive through all of that. They're just trying to sell what they can, really. But That was insane. I don't even know if you were looking for that if you were Maple, but that's Clap's going down on the flank. Still trying to get the flood in. It's pretty much just down to Arkin and the kills. 3 in the round so far here. And now they can at least flood through in.
Player standing.
On for the ace for crying out loud, and Iggy distills it. You know what? I don't even know what card to give Iggy for that because I would have to imagine surely Art getting an ace would have been, you know, a momentum. You know what? It doesn't matter. They're on double digits. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
You know, just like Tim Hortons bringing back the grilled cheese melt. IHOP is coming right back into this game with 4 players surviving that pistol.
This is just looking like a mirror of last map. Where IHOP were the ones up 10-3.
Clown9 won.
Yeah, but why are we saying IHOP? they're the ones still on the back foot and still having to make do with.
Yeah, it's like a mirror, like a swap.
Yeah, I was gonna say a quad stinger behind this, but there is Bucky again. It's okay. Like Tim Hortons, it is a mess.
Series?
I mean, if they get straightened together a few more rounds, I mean, they'll do that in Art. Really putting the team on the pack, they're actually just making it through. It's not just the Clap show. Art really shining through now. I mean, this might be a little dicey now with the with these lesser weaponries, but no, that is a Bucky going down. Stop buying the Bucky, please. But I mean, they're still able to flood him, but ugh. I can see them really trying to make something work here with these stingers with such low HPs, but you're not able to convert any of these kills to make any of this damage worthwhile.
And
that's 4 guns saved in.
This just looks.
Hey, I'm gonna call out a chatter. Julio, you saying you run the streets of Mississauga does not sound as cool as you think it does.
It does not sound cool. That makes you sound so dumb. Oh my god. No, you know what? I will give the one caveat. You also didn't say Brampton, but you probably just self-reported yourself either way.
I'm the one who runs Brampton.
There are some people I know in PCMT that are trying to be like, yo, don't disrespect the saga. No. Deserved. It's deserved. I promise you, it is deserved. I can't even say that one again because it happened the entire time. They had to string together the worst buy possible given this eco, but it's still on 11. I mean, you have one rifle. Okay. No, I am going to give another yellow card. Why is Maple the one who's about to pie with the rifle and not, like, Pavel? I'm sorry, I'm just calling it for what it is. Maybe that's why, because Pavel's just going to get one tapped. So, you know what? Maybe there's some precog there.
Enemy down.
And an Ares kill leads for Caleb again. The gunsmith trying to make something work out here, and at least, you know, it makes sense then that you do have the rifle actually on Maple. Because there's no way that Caleb was going to pick it up. Surely not. But it goes all for naught. A really good peek out there from Makai. Honestly, could have gone out of their way, but just not ready for it. And Caleb doesn't even bother to pick up the Vandal. I was actually alluding to, and it's not happening. A 1v3 here. All has to be done here.
30 seconds
with
left.
the Ares.
To device setup.
Yeah, that's the first step. Vice setup, 20 seconds left pretty much. It's gonna have to be a masterclass here from Caleb. Good step. That blows all the Vicio till bar the flash. And the rotates really through. They're not great here. You can make something work here. Flash doesn't even really catch. It doesn't really do anything for them. But it's whiffy from the Ares. Oh, okay. That makes me feel as bad as if I ate a grilled cheese melt from Tim's.
That's a yellow card.
Which, for the record, I have not done yet, and I don't think I ever will.
I'll be real. It's the one thing I have from Tim's. Where's the defuse?
Yeah, they're just going for the weapons, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
I think there was like more weapons, going to it. So.
No, K-Spars is actually BMing. K-Spars is toxic.
Actually, I believe that. You know what? Taco shit, though. Taco shit, K-Spars.
Match point.
6, 7. And 9 rifles.
Yeah, Yeah, 6'7" up for the case bars and Iggy was 6'9". Yo, double meme. Wait, triple meme because Maple did end up pieing. Yo, we got the triple banger.
If you go vertical, there's another 6'9" and a 6'7" on the assists with Case Part, Makaya, and Igneous.
Wait, that's right. Oh my god. I can't even really try and set any stakes here because this is still not a good buy. And that's already one of your guns going down to the op. You're just fighting surprise. Artist disrespecting them completely. It does not matter. This guy is out of control.
I mean, wow.
A complete disrespect, putting them in a 2v3 here at the very least, though. Slight overheat, but they're still on the back foot. I mean, you have Ethan essentially on 1 HP, and Maple just trying to make everything kind of work out for this. But they're about to get pincered rather soon.
I mean, it just feels like Clown9 controlling the pace of the entire map on the flank.
Controlling the pace, even just controlling the map as is.
Cams in
And with
3,
that...
2, 1.
Okay, you know what? You might showing 13-0, honestly, is quite mimicked, but the fact that it was, yes, it was definitely a 13-0. To the guys who did 13-0, yeah, no, 13-3. Still, though, it's rather rough, especially for your map pick there. Especially one that you did happen to 13-0 previously on, but it's like you were saying before. The fact that C9 did play this map and do a 13-10 shows that they aren't complete chumps. And now that you're going into a final map here, I mean, everyone's kind of locked in at this point. I'm hoping we can at least see some amount of recovery here from IHOP, but until then, we're at least going to go to a break, get these guys set up for map 3. We'll see you in a bit.
We're clear. There you go. Oh my god. Are we actually here with 3 Canadians? I swear to god. Okay. I always get the double stack though. Double stack farmer's wrap, no chipotle. That's bacon and sausage. I do know Chipotle. I get extra large hot chocolate with 2 milk. It just makes it a little bit creamier, which is nice. Then no, I just don't like the spice from the Chipotle. I'm just like a really picky ass eater. Yeah. I'm not a coffee or tea person. No, Hot chocolate's chill, dude. Maybe my body just processes that shit better. Too long in Alberta. But then apple fritter. I do apple fritter. Yeah, that's fair enough. Sour cream glaze is good. I'll also just get like a chocolate dip or a double chocolate. I'm not really a honey cruller guy, I'll be honest. Or just a all chocolate. Either that or I'll do a mix. Either that or I'll do a mix of the sour cream glaze as well. Who the fuck just have they got? They've got it. They've got a coach. But the coach went on the C9 side though after that 13-3. Yeah, that's the nepotism. Sunset. Fire, thank you. 1 minute. Oh boy. And if Valencia isn't back, then Autumn is opening us up. Yeah. Seconds. $15. Holy fuck, right? You're doing a bit. Fuck you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sorry, I'm getting back from the loo. I had a really bad Tim's break. An extra large hot chocolate. Don't recommend it.
We needed to use the loo.
Use the loo. No, not in fact, no. But you know who did use the loo? C9, absolutely destroying IHOP on their map pick of Lotus. It's kind of like I was leading into from the end there. I mean, you had IHOP 13-0'd on that map previously. It was at the start of, you know, season 3 pretty much. And I mean, Clown9 did play against FSG lows on that, but that meant that's like they at least had something to show there. And well, it was pure domination from the duelist pretty much there to really bring that in. And the extra joke just with the fact that, oh, the game itself showed 13-0 for some reason just felt wholly ironic, honestly. But I mean, we're going into Sunset Map 3, which I personally don't know what's going on with this map either, but it's not split, but I am hoping it's a banger.
That is true, and I mean, Clown9 for the entirety of the last map just felt like they were controlling the entire map. And it's like, IHOP need to get back in the game and get their control again. And I need to not fall asleep.
You say they need to not fall asleep, but you're the one who's currently casting at nearly 6 a.m. So I think you need to join them with that part too. Wake up! Wake up! Let's play map 3 and win this series.
Let's go.
Please!
I can't wait to go to 2020 overtime.
No, it's not going to do that because Coolio isn't in the lobby. That's not going to happen unless he is. But someone else in relation is in there. We got another nepotism hire on the side of C9. Twan is in the coach slot instead of Angus this time for Clown9. Does that matter? Who knows? Is it nepotism? Yes.
We love nepotism over here at PlatChat members tournament.
It is rather hard to avoid. I mean, with so many people knowing each other as is, it's like, yeah. I mean, the Nepo specifically here. Is it from Micaiah and Schwan? I'm pretty sure. No, wait. Am I stupid? Maybe. I might be stupid. Maybe I'm thinking Derpina. I don't know. Point is, though, Map 3, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if any of you two know NET if they've played it previously, but, yeah, I really am hoping that we can see something from at least both sides here in it, not just be, you know, a complete stomp out.
Let's see if the sun will set on IHOP.
I did not hear any of that last fight.
We're going to see if somebody is going to sunset, if someone's going to sunrise, and it's not just going to be you, Autumn.
In life, there is sun.
Yes. Yes, in life there is sun.
In life,
And there is also a fade by Igneous in Salak.
If there's a life, there gives you lemons. Take it back. Fuck! I was
when
trying to do a
life gives
fucking.
you a farmer's rap, you're at a Tim Hortons.
Wait, that's so true. That's so true. That's he. No, I was trying to go for a fucking Cave Johnson, but a Tim is better. But okay. Okay. Ethan actually. I'm seeing a chamber floated on both sides here. Wait, fuck. We have sunset case bars. Please lock the neon. Please. No, that's not happening. But it would have been funny.
Oh. It's a sky and a fade and a chamber and a boring comps.
Yeah, so far looking like a boring comp. It's probably going to end up boring anyway, but it's also kind of cookie cutter. It does kind of suck though, because that means they're not bringing in a double duelist for the first time in this series, at least on the side of IHOP. Okay, Case Bar is going over to the info essentially. That makes sense. It's going to be a bit of like a ranked comp, but it's pretty much just kind of rounding things out. But you're still running the double duelist. No, don't even. No, you're fucking kidding me. You're going with the double Senti. What the fuck? Okay, I got godded. You know what? I got godded. It's fine. I didn't know ball. But
you did get caught.
Claps bringing out the Sage on Sunset to be a double Senti, leaving Art all to having to solo raise a solo duelist. I mean, considering how much they were doing individualistically on Lotus, I'm not as scared. Actually, yeah, I was trying to see if there was any sort of like ilk or just any amount of doubt there, but honestly, no. I don't think so.
It's the double Senti versus the double Initiator, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Wait, that's so true. They queued my timeout and denied it. Nepo team. I don't know if that's just me. If anybody else besides production can hold tab. Everyone is blue for me. Everyone is blue for me. No, I think it's fine. It's where I'm just seeing everybody on blue for some reason on the tab, but it's nothing. We should be fine. We should be fine. Don't worry about me. Oh, we do actually? Okay. Wait, so they do need to call a timeout. Fuck.
Oh my god. They're torturing me.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, we have the tech pause because we are calling the RCMP for some reason. I don't know. Why are we doing that, Sting? I'm sorry. Me reading Twan's message. I'm indignant. I'm indigenous. They'll slime me out. Oh no.
They'll ice him out, bro. It's Canada.
Oh my
Canada.
God. Wait, hold on. Wait, because Twan's
out.
Okay, I don't want to sound like I know Twan, but I'm pretty sure they live in Canada. I don't know if they are like Canadian, but if that's the case, yo, we gotta get Twan in here for the quad Canadian.
Free Canadian.
At this point, saying you're just the honorary Canadian and Autumn is just here.
Hi.
Wait, actually, it doesn't matter because you own all of us. Because we're under your sovereignty.
I'm not
You're in
British.
Brampton?
Yeah.
I'm the sovereign of Brampton.
Oh,
I got you. Wait, let me.
I wish Spectre was working because I would force Ian at gunpoint to give a red card to Stingray for that one. You know what? Next time you play, I'm going to refer to you on cast as the sovereign of Brampton. Which makes no fucking sense, but for the sake of it. LARP it out.
B hit. Let's go.
Yeah, a full-on B hit. Not really much anchoring on site. They had to just go back, but it flooded out completely, but that Sage wall is actually going to stop them pretty heavily from market, but there's a TP. They're trying to flood out so hard, but at least the kills are now going in favor of the attack once again.
Clown9. Killing people.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you want to expect. I know they really wanted to try the defense, try and just flood it out through, but
One enemy remaining.
Cloud9 were just ready for it, and a near flawless pistol, pretty much. That's their third pistol in the series.
I mean, they hold that site down really well. That's the value of the Sage. It slows the wall, just slowing the retake, which IHOP does really well with their flood retakes. The Sage might have actually been a really good pick to slow that down.
Yeah, my one caveat, I honestly thought at the point that I was calling that out, I thought in that moment that Pavel was just going to TP on top of the wall, but we didn't see that. It was just a break instead while everyone else flooded out. Maybe if there was a TP, that could have gone completely differently, but instead, no, they're on the back foot once again. Oh my god, the wall there. I was so scared for a moment, I won't lie, but it's more or less like, oh yes, the Sage ponytail. I can see it for some reason in B main. That would have been crazy. At some point, I wouldn't be shocked if they actually try to do a paper X on the defense. You know what? I'm calling it here. We are going to see a paper X strat with the Sage wall at some point. Will I recognize it? Maybe not. Someone else call it out for me. I only know the B main one. That's it.
Well, there's now free towards B on IHOP side, but Cloud9 seems to be rotating, and there's nobody on A.
Train hard.
Yeah, but the picture's still just going in favor. You baited out with the Phantom kill down, and the rotate just gets baited out, and a clean headshot there just takes out Maple completely. All the individual picks there are kind of just on the back foot, which, to be fair, at least it makes sense here. I'm just kind of hoping they don't just... Fair attempt. Let's forget we have TPs again on Omen. I'm hoping they just die to Spike instead, is what I'm trying to say.
Planted.
That is too much passion, so they will probably die to guns instead.
Do you think Pavel will... Never mind. No, they don't TP past that one. Unfortunate. And just more kills for the Sage Rise instead of dying to Spike. You know what? I can at least respect the attempt. It was just desynced. There might have been at least like one pick possible if that was coordinated properly, but you know what? Doesn't matter. You guys are going into your bonus. What... I'm a little concerned though because they have a really good bonus by at least in for this from... Or a bonus brought in more or less. They've still got 2 hard rifles, a Marshall, a Spectre, and a Bulldog going into this.
And their Sage Resurrection almost up.
Yeah, I mean, they're also 1 away from the Resurrection as well if they really wanted to play a little aggressive and just trade out, scrap out, see if you can just pop the res and get a foothold in this bonus. That is not what you really want to see, though. The one caveat being if Claps was the first dead, and it did happen, but Ethan trying so hard to just keep them back in this. It is a 3v3. And Pavel not able to make something happen from the 10 single either, but Case Bars causing enough distraction to at least take out one more, but it's now killed into 2v1.
Bring them down.
I mean, if you want to get your rifle stats up, brother, I mean, this is the round to do so.
Bring them down.
I was going to say 2 for 2 on those not connecting, but... but the Pico barely catching the head, and you couldn't see anything there. Iggy taking out their mirror. And a bonus conversion as well.
This just looks like a repeat of last game. IHOP just looked kind of lost. They're not controlling the pace of the game.
Yeah.
They're letting Cloud9 just walk up all of these angles.
They're looking dazed and confused, like they ordered a double-double at a Dunkin' Donuts in America.
Oh my god.
Dude, what? I'm trying to understand. You're trying to combine 3 references at once? Like, are you shy a wager?
Hey, it worked, though. It worked.
It's fine, but I'm just like, damn, that's OD, no? I think it really does kind of suck, though, because they are able to take all this space out together on the attack, and they're managing it with a double Senticomp for crying out loud. The problem really being is that there is no way for them to really stop it on the defense. You have only a chamber as your one sentinel. You have to essentially be very proactive to do anything on your defense here with this composition, but it's just not working out. You get trades at best, and even then they're in favor of the attack.
Well,
A little bit of a blunder, but able to still get one constellation out here. That does stop them for a little bit, but they can still just easily float over to B, especially with the Resurrection invested here too. This could have gone scrappy, but now it just seems so out of reach once again.
Wow.
Can add a sniper kill to the forte there, unfortunately, though, there for Caleb. At least you've got a Phantom going into this, but it's still a 1v4 clutch out if you can even manage.
Spike planted.
You might have honestly been spotted for a moment there, too, and Naples just not gonna look for it either. Wait, I say that and oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I thought for a moment I was gonna get whipped.
So scary.
Well, that made me laugh. I feel like Pansy right now. No actual commentary, just humor.
I feel
You know
like...
what? That's all fine though too. I love Pansy. That's not that is not a slight. I love Pansy.
Hello. Okay.
I know he kind of just went silent, but Ian gave me a tip for later. I'm
feel
not
like-
gonna know ball. Wait, what was the
I saw
prompt?
this issue
Sorry,
last
you're
game
gonna
as
have to tell
well,
me that
but
again.
IHOP just seem a bit too passive. They're not taking this neutral space when they should be, and they're not using that double initiator information to their to help them, because they should be pushing up these lanes. They should be taking the space to stop Clown9 from rotating, but they just can't.
And I mean, you at least have a chance here.
Watch me.
Given now that you're on the full buy here and with a wide array of guns here, you've still got the op bat out finally here for Ethan. I was going to say a little glass out, but actually that's crazy. Getting him off the angle from the wall booster is crazy. And a peek there from Pavel too.
We're heavy towards B again.
Yeah, I mean, that does stop them out for at least a little bit, but they have to pretty much just work off these angles, and a trade of initiator to Yucho, that spots out at least two, but Ethan's just going to stay on the angle completely.
Spike down B.
I mean, you're down to 1 HP, but that's still buying so much time, at least for the flood to retake in, pretty much. I think they're ready to pull a Don Brooks. Whatever that means. No, actually, instead, it's actually a holdout, actually. It's just case bars in the sights. Just trying to distract as long as you can, and it did work out because you still were able to get one on the site. Micaiah was able to find the one out in mid. Just at least get the answers. They're going to have both their ults going into this retake. This could possibly be doable if they're proactive enough. What the fuck is that fake TP?
No, trust that. Trust the process.
Mind games? Okay. I see Micaiah. We'll see how that works out. No, that's probably a Twan call. Someone, that's definitely a hop. Might be like, yo, do this. Actually, no, it's probably wrong. No. Help Sewers, actually a help Sewers. I mean, this is a scary spot from Art because he might be able to get one, but... Okay, never mind, that's your one. They're making it free. Showstopper, that's untradeable either.
One enemy remaining.
Caleb trying to really make things work out, but you're still on the high rise, getting all these kills completely. Art, you are a maniac.
How does this happen?
A kill isolated inside the smoke, into the showstopper, into a nade kill, into a sloppy drop gun kill. I'm sorry, that should not have been possible, but they managed.
It's just devastating for IHOP. Losing these rounds where they should be winning.
IHOP looking like a student on the icy railings during winter in University of Western Ontario.
I'm about to call IHOP frauds because they definitely got a diploma from Conestoga.
Somebody start spanking IHOP because they need to spank Fury.
Yeah, they do need Spank Theory. They definitely need the help from SPG and the other group. Does that mean they need Leo? Yeah, they do need Leo. Send help. But that's not happening because I already got paid off by the nepotism. The thing is, these Nightfall traits are so weird because I feel like you're not really getting much information, really. I mean, they're just playing it for some really awkward kills. I mean, a trade out each way with these operators. Headshots. But now the kills are just going in favor with this group up. Pablo having to make everything do in sight, and you can't really manage it. Even just in the 1v3, you at least have a convergent passive if you really want to go for this, but I think you need to pick first, and well... Yeah, got a little bit hoppy there. Like the IHOP, but literally just being a little bit up in the air, not able to even get like a secure still kill there. I mean, they're now 6-0 on this. You don't even really have a buy going into this because I think they like half bought, honestly.
Nope. IHOP just getting picked out one by one by one, not looking like their map themselves.
No, and it's like they're in the space to at least want to try and like fight and try to back off each other and help, but it's not. No, they're just finding every isolated pick they kind of need. Isolated pick or trade in. I mean, that's a strat. Again, they're really trying these, but again, Pavel in these positions, whenever they try to do something weird with the wall, is somehow able to find a pick. Usually on Glops too, actually, because that's the second time this happened so far. But I mean, off that, I mean, they're giving up so much space, looking like they want to refight mid. This could catch Micaiah off guard if they're not careful.
Opening.
The door distraction doesn't matter. Arsenal able to get the kill with the op, and you find the isolated pick as well in market. They tried to do some weird sound gambit, but it just didn't work. It went completely opposite. And now had to reflood 3 through Boba. With the plant down as well. I mean, this is still not looking good, especially with the another Beacon able to just take out Ethan as well. This is not looking good whatsoever. About to be 7-0 on the board here. I don't know what they need to do in order to get it through. I would say, hey, get up 5 ults if you can do that. But that didn't work for Eternal Fire either. What good is it going to do for them?
It just looks like the same game plan from Clown9 every round. Go to a site, see if they get kills. If they don't get kills, rotate off. And the other side is always empty because IHOP always rotate to that, heavy rotate to that site.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much just spraying the defense is thin. They're perfectly fine with taking any sort of fight around the map, just working it out pretty much. With their willingness to just buy out all these rotations too, they really are on the back foot. There is so much weird stuff going on. They try to converge a pass play on A side with, at least they were able to get one there, but not too much else. But Ethan, at least on the other side, able to take out the one. Still headed off by the market wall there, but Case was just lurking them up, buying all the space they can. Another issue without having the info senti. If your one trip isn't there, it's just not in the sound. This is going to be so... so much more worse for wear, pretty much. And I mean, it's a 3v3. Investing the secrets into this round as well. Trying to make something happen here. But anyway, the spike down, they're just spreading out so far that the secrets aren't really going to get the much information that's actually useful, I feel. A really good spray down there from Pablo trying to make things work out, slow things down, but he's able to get the isolated pick there on Maple. With the rewrap from Micaiah. And the bot saturation doesn't even catch out. A little bit awkward in Stiffy's gunfight, but now Micaiah finally there in the flank. And the DP! How are you not dead? Not much time left here if you're Pavel. You need to get this for the get around win at the very least.
Go very low.
Just making so much sound, just trying to roast it through with it, and because you get the half, you actually get it.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Ferris. We at least have a Brazil in the house. They don't even get the up in time. I'm drooling. I'm literally drooling. I have no words on him, and I don't think you do either by the sounds of it.
It's like IHOP are playing like they have no information when they have two initiators.
I know.
It's very
like
interesting.
They're relying on. Yeah, I know. It's like they're relying on wanting like the Senti information. That's supposed to be a lot more passive, but you have double initiator. You can be proactive. You had a plan last round that was like half successful, half not. You need to somehow try and manage it in some way. Obviously, you're not going to be able to do that too much on another eco, but okay, that's actually great. That's actually disrespectful as all. I think that was a spray through the smoke, but yeah, no, they're just getting run over completely. No way of stopping everything. Their aggression. It doesn't matter. IHOP can't do anything to stop it whatsoever. With bodies or stall, it's just impossible.
Well, they need to play together better. That's the only thing they can do.
Yeah, and I would at least have to hope that they can plan something out. I mean, you're looking at the... I mean, if you want to say they have an Into the Shadows, sure you can, but virtually, they have like no ults going into this either, really. And you can maybe get up on a few left, but you can't bank off of the contingency of trying to just throw every single ultimate possible to see what happens. You can't do that anymore in this half. You have to manage some way possible, probably the way that you need to loot you. Use the initiators to your advantage if possible. It doesn't
Ethan
really
Lang-
seem like that, though. It's pretty much going to be down to Ethan trying to find an opening pick with the up again.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary too, but Pavel also playing a nearly untradeable spot if it wasn't for the Omen, but you won't get traded, you can't even get out. That feels like a very awkward trade. I don't think that really goes into your favor.
Oh,
That
no.
though, okay. Never mind, it's getting so scrappy, but Eve, trying to make the heroics happen here. Yeah, you don't need trades or anything like that, just take out 3 by yourself. You know what, that's fine too.
I can dink dart too.
Yeah,
I
down to
help.
29 HP here.
I
Has to
have
make something-
so much space for the first time in this map. It seems.
And they have this spike. It's essentially unrecoverable at this point. Especially with the rewrap here from Caleb. I don't think you're going to expect that from Art either. No, not at all. A second round at least guarded up. I don't know if it's enough to stop the bleeding though, Autumn.
I mean, IHOP needs to win these next 2 rounds and just hope. Because, I mean, they've kind of fixed their problems. They're taking more space now. They're fighting. Even though it was Eve getting that PK, it seemed like they had a little bit more control at least with the round. And they just need to keep that going for the next 2.
A little bit of control, but I feel like it's going to be so much harder to grasp for these last 2 rounds. Remember how we was saying that you need to just maybe just throw out a 5-ult round? I didn't say for that to be Clown9, who have 4 ults on the board going into these last 2 rounds.
Uh-oh.
Where's Caleb going?
They don't even need to use them.
Yeah, you're not going to catch anything with that fade util either. The eye going so far past them and the walk up, and they just walk up on you. You're not ready for it. It's not what you want to see. The spray down 2 coming up from Art to kick out Autumn as well. That's both of your initiators. How are you supposed to get back into the slides? I think the answer is you can't. I think you just need to save from here. I mean, Eve still wants to make something. They really want to make something try. Is there a worse color than red? Can I use a black card here? Because I feel like that is such a gross misplay that they don't have anything going really into this last round there. I think they needed those guns.
We can start going into racing flags if you want. Black flag is a disqualification. Black and white flag is the warning before a DQ.
Is that not the starting point?
Black and white, and it's not a checker. That's, I mean, you know what? Maybe we do need a checker flag. They are so near the line there. If you're Clown9 at least.
Yeah, black
Maybe do bring it
white
up for them.
flag is different to checkered. Black white is a warning flag.
And this wall for what? Oh, they didn't wall.
Yeah, they do need
7th time.
a fair warning for sure. I mean, if you can manage something out here, that would be great, but at this point, it's the warning. You need to make something happen on your attack now.
Caleb finally walking down somewhere.
Finally walking down and not getting punished completely. Could even catch Micaiah off too, but is it really going to matter when this angle from Claps completely disrespecting the smoke? And oh, that TP could have made things a little bit tricky, but that's a reusable wall actually. You can hop on that again, and that's exactly what Art's trying to do, I think. Or was, but no, they're actually going to push towards A. Caleb just has to fall off whatever angle, even use the Nightfall.
Oh, Nightfall used. This isn't gonna
Only
get
catches
anyone,
out,
though.
that
Only one.
only barely catches out K-Spars, really. That does not give you good information at all. But this push out actually from Pavel, this position, might be able to buy some information back towards this rotate, wherever they end up leading to.
Over.
30 seconds left, ending towards A, and they give up that position too. And Caleb, I don't know if you're going to expect a push out there either. Going down first again in this round, that is so unideal for them, and it's just up to Maple again. You're going to lose both initiators again.
I mean, it feels like, it looks like iHelp is out of passion. They have no more passion for this
They
game.
ran out of pancakes.
She didn't run out of passion.
There are no endless pancakes for this IHOP, unfortunately. So, blame corporate, I guess. Nepotism triumphs all, I guess. Oh, never mind. Wait,
What?
this is actually an Ethan round classic. The most unopportune way possible. You nearly ace. I wish he did ace because that actually would have been the most Ethan round possible.
And it's a
With
9 for health
everything nearly against them.
for the
a
first
miracle.
time this series.
A miracle that is completely Ethan shape. You know what? They don't have any more like pancakes, but they just happen to have one that's in the shape of Ethan.
I have an admission to make.
Suspiciously, Ethan-shaped pancakes.
Yes,
I was eating waffles during that first half.
Do you like waffles? Yes, I like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yes, I like pancakes. Do you like French toast? Yes, we love French toast. What are we calling for the French toast exactly? What could that even entail? Nothing.
I like
Good
Quebec.
call. Shouting out the French Canadians. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, there's Fiona on Cloud9. Nope, only on.
Yeah, they really wanted to go for an early fight, but they just had the wrong stack, and I mean that's also worse for wear too. That's Makai going down to the mid pick. I don't know if they necessarily saw it too, but Pavel's just going in for the frenzy. You thought Klaus was the frenzy merchant. I mean, Klaus is going down to a frenzy this time around. Still in the back for this defense. The aggression that you wanted to see on the defense, apparently it's just not really understood, but you know, attack, aggression means go. They clearly understand the mission, and now they're in a 4v2 retake.
You need this round to cling on to life.
Clinging on, I mean, are trying to make something work, at least able to find Eve. There's two very low HP targets going to this too, but so whiffy with the satchel into the frenzy. I don't know if that's worse than just wielding a Bucky, but I appreciate the attempt, but oh, that is a much needed pistol for the attack of IHOP here to try and bring things back.
Hey, maybe on Ascent, defense was their health. Maybe here, attack is their health.
I mean, it is possible because sure, you're not really getting it out of the initiators, but the proactive positioning on the attack, that is something you want to see on this map, but at least just trying to prod what you can on the map. It's pretty much what C9 did on their attack as well now. But now on the back foot, they're applying the aggression on the defense themselves. But it looks like they're ready for it. And that's Art just completely gone out of the round here. Makai even having to fall back too in a panic, trying not to give up their life as well. Even Klaus trying to find something there with the Marshall, but again, trying to peek in. Ethan's able to get your number there.
Such is life when you're on Eco.
Yeah. It is a little weird though with the mid stack here, and I feel like in a way, like their positioning isn't the greatest, just considering that they're going for the long wrap instead of breaking the door, but I mean, somehow, even with the time being bought there, they're just giving up their lives on the defense. And
Spike planted.
it's pretty much just not the case bar is having to ace this one out if possible, but ugh. Seems like a very tall task to ask for here. You know, if it was on a Neon, then I would believe. You jump the gun that early and only kill Ethan, you know what? You take that victory. You know what? You take that if you're case bars.
I mean, this round is going to be interesting because to me it seems like Clown9 on the macro side has kind of been stronger. They've known when to take space, they've known when to retreat. They've just been losing some of their micro fights. So I think this will be their round to kind of prove, even though actually they're on a pretty bad buy, but oh, wait,
I mean,
no.
they're on a fine buy. It's only bad in the regard that 3 of them aren't buying full armor, and Pavel's bringing the outlaw into this round. But it doesn't even matter. This is gonna peek out and just take out Art completely. And that was one of the full HP players. I need to note with that. That was one of the people who bought full armor. So even going into this further, your second layer, I mean, unless you find Iggy, you're gonna one-shot anybody for Pavel. Taking these at least a bit slower here. They're just trying to prod through, really, see if they go and aggress, but no, they have to spread their defense pretty thin here.
There's a big arch-shaped gap in middle, and Makai trying to fill that out.
Is that what the shape of bread is? Art? French toast? I'm trying so hard here. Iggy's able to get 2 at least to try and defend through and actually have some help now at least. Makai is here. And the Pico's great for that too, able to trade out.
The mid lurk.
And the Frenzy's able to find Micaiah. What should have been their round cleanly is now down to a 1v1.
But it's the
30
spars.
seconds left.
The spars, and Pavel's making so much noise here. And you're not even ready for it. Oh, what a fumble from the attack there. What felt like everything going towards them. The heroics in the team play between Iggy and Micaiah to equalize things pretty much that for them. Bring them to double digits. Ooh, I'm a little worse for wear there. They're not out quite yet. Obviously, clearly not, no, but now that they're finally able to make something through here on the defense, I really am getting scared.
I mean, on the bright side for IHOP, that's a bonus. It's fine. You can lose it. You kill 4. That's okay.
Getting a little bit of tag damage. Even take out the TP, actually. I don't know if you get the notification for that, though, if you're Art, but the thing is, they started the round out just trying to take a mid-fight, which at least they weren't getting super hasty to give up their lives immediately. But they're still prodding a little bit. That Boombot's not even going to catch anything either. I don't know if that'll give false info or what, but I mean, the one caveat, I was going to say they have a crossfire, but no, it's just Claps taking a peek out, spots out one. But they just disrespect the Sage Wall completely, and they can pretty much flood through together as 5 here. This is going to be really rough here, especially considering that you're out here with the Frenzy again. If you're Claps, trying to make something happen.
Yes. The Sage Wall. That is my peak initiator util.
Yeah. The weird thing is that I think they got so scared from the wall there, Autumn, that it actually forced them to rotate into the site with the Cypher util. That sounds so backwards.
30 seconds left.
Sometimes Sage is scarier.
I mean, clearly not the scariest part. I mean, K-Spars, they're going into all the Cypher util and doesn't matter, able to find something out.
Oh, no.
All the util they needed. How the hell did K-Spars live there? That is a crazy whiff there from Maple.
Last player standing.
All the poking and trying to find something to work out with here now. Pavel essentially wasn't a 1v3, now a 1v2. Forced to Alta to try and make something work, but fakes it out and Claps is ready for it.
Oh no. It's just looking less and less likely every round that passes.
Yeah, it feels like they were putting all their into those last 2 rounds, and they've been completely upset these past 2 rounds. What really should have been their own is now leading to 2 rounds away from losing the series.
We were so hopeful after that ascent. And look
Really
at what
were
has
hopeful that
happened.
something could happen, yeah.
But hey, the game's not over.
It isn't over yet. It's not over until it's 13, so 2 more chances at the very least. A little bit more passive now, losing a bit of the confidence, but perfect timing here. Able to walk out with Heart piece away, holding me up. The Prowler doesn't even spawn anything either. Oh, the misinformation given there is crazy, but never mind. Iggy with the body. Spawn at least somebody, but again, they're trying to go into the site for util, and that's just a free pick there for K-Spars. Eve stuck in the site alone, somehow able to make 2-0 without that scramble.
You will not kill my
A 3v2 because now they do invest the resurrection, but I mean, if you needed something scrappy to make it through, you know what? Thrive in the chaos if you want to make it work. So many more ults invest. A conversion pass that didn't get anything, and then a Nightfall that didn't get anything.
The Hansi's
player
team.
standing.
Everything used up complete here. Now, Eva's pretty much
One enemy remaining.
held off, but it's such a bad spike for the spike, but it doesn't even matter. They just want to peek out into it and not even bother sticking the defuse, and you just give Eva 4K. Another lifeline bot.
Eve saving IHOP round after round, bailing them out. But how far can you do that? How much can you do that? Can you do that until 13?
The IHOP is still going bankrupt.
You know, I could care less because I don't have any in my vicinity. Fuck Ian because apparently he has them in Edmonton. Apparently. Am I jealous? Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Multiple of them as well.
Man.
Let's play.
Want to really invest these ults into this half bite pretty much, but not even get any kills off of it. But there is at least a trail before going down if you're collapsed, but ugh. But that's put their rifles down. Aren't falling off, not able to even trade anything out.
Straight from 2 classics.
Pretty much, yeah. And I mean, you might want to try and get some of these guns, but it's not happening. Only caveat is if Makai can somehow find a lurk pick. Double initiator Utils trying to flush out through tiles, not even catching through, and you hear this.
Well, Micaiah in a corner, like a little rat.
A little mall rat, a little Nepo baby rat. I was gonna say try and just let Micaiah make the play, but not even taking the risk there if you're the attack either.
Face your fear.
The freeze is pretty good from both teams, but now they only find the one, and I understand why to make an attempt there. I really do, but in the face of them having rifles, nonetheless, Eve. I mean, yeah, it was a half by you were favored to take this one out, but if you let Eve get hot, I don't think this is gonna look really good there. And okay,
Nice try.
that's why I paused. I was not gonna set up a potential clutch because I was gonna end up jinxing it if I knew. So but you know, that's so good. They were at least able to scrap something together, and
I'm out.
yeah, a timeout coming up from Twan, realizing, yeah, they need to make something work out. W coach. W nepotism.
Do you think the rat from Ratatouille was a Nepo baby? Do you think?
I'm pretty sure Twan would actually willingly be Remy. I am pretty sure.
It's called Remy, right?
Remy the Ratatouille. If someone knows ball. But yeah, I mean, it's still a good call because you need to really make something work out here. You guys still have the advantage going into this. There's still a 4-round buffer. But given the fact that you've had 2 rounds won out, essentially, more or less from an Eve clutch, more or less, but if the individuals on the side of IHOP are able to string together these rounds to make this comeback happen, you need to find a way to really stop this out. And I just have to hope that Twan is able to give them the insight they need.
I mean, Clown9 only 2 rounds away from closing out the series. Very little room for mistakes for IHOP.
All set up.
I think what I want to see on him is I at least want to see some amount of productivity on the lanes, honestly. I feel like a lot of these early rounds have been dictated by what happens out in mid, and you're not going to see it this round, but I'm hoping at some point they try to at least be proactive into one of these lanes and catch them off. I mean, it's like I was alluding to at the start of this map. You would hope they'd pull out some Paper X plays with the defensive wall, but I have yet to see a single one.
I mean, looking at elbow.
I mean, that just feels like just a play off the wall, but it's so anchored, and especially a round start wall pop too. I mean, that's just going to dissipate pretty much, and it's just not going to really end up mattering, I feel. And with the mid defaults, pretty... Yeah. The mid defaults just coming into the attack, too. Huh?
Clown9 is not watching enough TikTok.
Clearly not. Wait, but the util layering is so good there for Archer to at least get 2 before the backstab. Such is the unfortunate bit with not having something actually holding the choke itself from the Cypher chips, and that allows them to flow into the site perfectly fine without objection. A 2v3 here up to Iggy and Claps to at least make something work out here, which is still doable. That's a first good pick. That's at least Eve down too. And all the util, honestly, Pablo giving a smoke that kind of lets Claps kind of make something work through here. Spots it out, but the smoke dancing pretty much. Ooh. Okay, wow. Kilb at least able to recover, getting 3 in the round there. Honestly, I think that could have been a little bit dicey if they weren't careful, but I mean, they pretty much did just give them the site for free, I feel.
I mean, even getting that 2K is so impactful to that round. I mean, IHOP winning these seemingly unwinnable rounds over and over again, putting Clown9 onto an eco. Well, Or help by.
Yeah, they're still wanting to invest pretty much, and I mean, at some point, you're probably gonna have to start getting a little bit. You have to start getting a little bit frugal with this to bring in a full buy. When is that happening? I don't know. And you know what? At least for the one person who gets the rifle, you get the kill, and that does take out Ethan. And you know what? If you want to be proactive, that's the play you gotta make. They're really able to take out Caleb as well. All the space that they've garnered through mid, pretty much, especially with the all make. The wall just makes them pretty much just, oh yes, mid, tiles, that's it. We have everything else, and you're on the back foot now.
I mean, seems to have gotten a bit too comfortable, taking mid one by one, dying, giving up guns.
Pretty much, the pick, trying to explore and just find a pick there, leading to Collapse just getting another third in the round there, pretty much. If they want to burn the res, and I think they're about to do that, yeah. A 5v2 going into this post plants. Even a neural theft invested 2. They've invested 3 ults into this round, but it doesn't matter when Eva's still able to get 2.
Last player standing.
I know.
Would have had to ace there, but at least they're able to recover it. A costly round, all things considered, from the side of IHOP, but they were actually able to make that work on the half buy that they had.
A series point for Clown9 with the 50.
Especially too, and I mean,
Match point.
you want to look at also try and snowball things through with the final 4 chances that you have. You have a convergent pass, 1 away from an Into the Shadows, 1 away from a Nightfall. That's pretty much it. If you can string together a few more rounds, you can cycle everything back through, but given the fact that there's a showstopper in 2, and Iggy having his own Nightfall going into this, I'm a little scared that if they let up on the gas, it's not going to end well for them.
Probably playing early B main, taking that default mid space again.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much been the default they've been really going for, and I can understand why, because in every other round, they have been confident and able to win out on the gunfights there pretty much, but they're not really giving them an inch this time. Yeah, they're a little concerned given the threat of this top mid smoke, but they don't have much else besides that.
No.
They at least have the proactivity to know that they probably had someone inserted in. Yeah, them trying to refight this, it didn't matter. They were able to get that first foot forward there. Just we're trying so hard to spray through and find something with the Vandal, nearly losing his life. Trying to make something through, but hey, that's the first pick, at least for Claps here. Iggy with the double to everyone, both sat there. That forced out the convergent pass. They have to use that here to try and stop them. But it doesn't matter. It's all the picks here. All up to Iggy and Claps, getting all the double kills they need to make things work. Now finally sticking it out here and battling the 1v2. And it's covered.
Wow.
Defenders win.
What felt like pretty much, I've seen this round before. They learn from their mistakes, and that's a 13-8 there from Clown9.
Managed to farmers wrap it up.
Honestly, it does feel like a farmer's wrap, because honestly, it was pretty sloppy with the Chipotle. I won't lie. That was it was a 9-3 half, and it just slipped away from them. And it felt like a fake comeback was honestly on its way, and I can't even really say fake, because you kind of saw, at least on the attack, that they were confident on the side of IHOP and were making it work. It's just eventually at some point, C9 just adjusted to where, okay, let's not give off this round start aggression that they're clearly fighting for, clearly trying to take advantage of, and are just able to win it out in the mid to late rounds. A great adjustment.
IHOP going way beyond my expectations from the beginning of the series, though. Even if they lost this series, I think they had a great showing, and they proved that they could be a good team. A great team, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think this might be officially wraps for IHOP and their playoff chances, but I will admit this was something that I at least was looking at with Ian, looking at all the permutations and everything else going into the back half of the group stage. And I did say at one point that, okay, IHOP do have a chance to make something work out here, and they clearly haven't shown everything they're capable of. And even with the series loss, I still come away feeling at least a little bit more confident that, okay, they can make something work here. They really can, and I'm hoping that you can start to see that in the last few games that they have, which, I mean, is at least fair, because that's really all they've got, unfortunately.
Yep.
Are we actually getting the Nepo coach in for the interview?
Oh my God, yes,
Are we actually getting
please.
Twan in?
Please.
Another interview from Twan, only here for a single map. I mean, is it actually, or are we actually getting
Collapse
Clap?
is also.
I mean, I'm just saying it would be funny if we got Twan again, but I'm okay with an interview from anyone just to kind of really build on through what we kind of seeing. And I mean, again, like another win here from Clown9 means that they're still in contention for that #2 spot going into playoffs. And you need every little bit that you can going up until your series against T1, because that's going to come to the head. You at least give yourself the buffer to where it's like, okay, we do have that chance.
5-1 now, Clown9.
Yeah, 5-1 pretty much. I mean, technically speaking, are they just like #1 on the board for the sake of?
They are #1 on the board right now, I guess.
But only because FSG have only played 4 times, so that's why. But yeah, I mean, you really see it across the series here. Honestly, in a way, the second and third map really don't paint the picture of everything that kind of happened here. Like, yeah, one was a steamroll, one was a fake comeback. And I mean, IHOP dominating on their opponent's map pick pretty much. At least there's something to really come away from here, and well, at least to get insight on one map. Welcome back, Twan. Welcome back to the interview desk.
Thank you. It's good to be back. I think Claps is also meant to be joining us.
Meant to be? Okay, you know what? That's some insight. So until Claps gets here, I am going to at least ask the first question then. Obviously, you were seeing the comeback starting to build up on Cloud9's defense. Talk us through what you brought, what insight you gave them going into the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, I just changed the defense, like A fight with the wall. You obviously saw the adjusted wall. And then I dropped them the little eco tech with the smoke mid. Honestly, I didn't even tell them the rest of the setup around the smoke. They just did it on their own perfectly. Pretty thrilled about that when Claps said, yeah, I'm gonna jump on the box. I popped off silently in my room, and then it played out, and they won the round off it. So, think we can get, you know?
Yeah, speaking of Claps, I mean, the hero of that one play and one of the major contributors into bringing the comeback, but also the one Claps. How do you feel about the series overall? How do you feel about what IHOP were able to bring in?
Matt, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, we like to say, like, we're not a pistol team, and this wasn't a map 1 game, you know? We're not a map 1 team. So, but the whole series felt pretty good. I do have beef with Caleb, though, because I don't think I lost a rifle fight to him. I only died to Judges, Odins, and Ares. I went through performance and checked this shit out. I'm pissed. So, I'm so glad for the win.
Not even just that. We literally ran a segment after map 1 where we literally highlighted all of the gun frags that he got across Ascent, which, yeah, a lot of it was really from the Odin. He only got 1 rifle kill in that map. I just want you to know that, just for the forefront. Just one with the Phantom. So, a little bit right in that assessment. So, okay, obviously, you guys didn't have the right foot coming in from Ascent. You know, you had Caleb, you know, playing gun game pretty much with the Odin and everything else. And just, honestly, what felt like the desync from Ascent. Did you guys really make any adjustments going into Lotus, or we're just like, nah, we'll just snowball and win?
I feel like we've been, like, I mean, we 5-stack here and there, and we've played Lotus before. I feel like we just played our Lotus, and then I feel like one thing on Ascent that we didn't do well is, like, our timings. I feel like some rounds we tried to play too fast, other rounds we played too slow. Then once we got to Lotus, we knew our rhythm, and once we got to our rhythm, like, we kind of just farmed. So...
Are you dead?
I mean, that is at least some like good insight with that, to at least recognizing the mistakes you guys made in map 1 that, in a way, it's like we kind of like noticed throughout that, and it's like, okay, you know, that's good to at least see the adjustments going from that. And you guys just felt comfortable really on Lotus, and that's good to see. And that was the case going at least into the first half of Sunset, and then things started to kind of like slip away. I already asked Twan about halftime, or the timeout pretty much in the second half, but I'm actually a little curious about the composition that you guys ran, because you were the one on the stage in this double senti. Was there any like prepare for that, or like what was it really like for that? Was it just comfort, or?
We knew what our comps were for like every map. I mean, the only thing that kind of switches is if Art doesn't want to play the Raze, I can play the Raze. Not as well as a Jet, but I can. And so we knew once Sunset got back in pool that I'd be on Sage. And if you don't know, I'm like a chronic Clove one trick, but once my Clove gets taken, I insta-lock Sage every time. So I have a lot of time on Sage. But yeah, and then, I mean, I love Sage.
Wait.
So,
I mean, that's still, that is valid and fair. It's not like Sage is a bad pick, at least in this meta, as we've been kind of seeing through Tier 1 and the Timmies. Apparently, we have a tracker stat across the series, actually, or is that just from Sunset? Oh, it is just from Sunset, yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, all things considered, yeah, things were starting to slip away, especially like with the defense. Again, you guys had double senti, but going into the timeout, coming down to pretty much the individuality and the heroics from you guys finally getting on the page together. You got some multi-kills, Iggy got some multi-kills, Makai and Art helped here and there. I guess I'm kind of curious because I haven't watched too much of your guys' gameplay. Do you guys feel like you're more of like that team fight team, or more just fuck it, we ball with our individualistics?
I feel like we kind of take both, but what I mean by that is like we know we're pretty good individually, and so that affects how we're gonna take our team fights. Like me and Art, we're kind of like putting them. Both kind of just like to run it in, and we know how to do it. Then Makaya's kind of like our anchor. Iggy's always it's like a 3-1-1, me and Iggy, and Art will just run it together, and then Case Ball is usually that sentinel player can lock it down, and then we kind of just float Makaya around. Yeah.
I mean, speaking of floating around, I do have to ask, because you had Twan come in for map 3. How is that dichotomy exactly? Is it just, hey, let's just show up for the one map, or is Twan actually part of the Nepo team?
I have no fucking clue.
Depends on if your team makes playoffs, man.
Okay, fair enough.
I think, did you ask Igneous?
Yeah, I'd messaged Igneous beforehand. And I mean, if you guys would have me for playoffs, if my team can't make it, if a divine intervention happens and my team somehow fails to make it to playoffs.
Only 4 of 5 enter tube.
yeah, if I don't make it into tube, you know, we'll see. But yeah, it's just kind of it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. But I mean, I think they played well. They had a honestly, despite them dropping a couple rounds on defense, they look pretty solid. It's just, you know, you lose a pistol and things start to look a little bit more awkward, but they had a solid game plan. They played it solid the whole time. And just, you know, coming in with a couple pieces of tech and reaffirming the stuff that they were already doing, and beyond that, they had it under control, I think.
Yeah, which sometimes you really do honestly need, because it feels like sometimes they can kind of just lose you, and sometimes it's just like, we don't take timeouts. We'll just bash our head in the wall. But, you know, at least having that insight is really still helpful. Looking towards the future, though, at least to kind of set up for what's going on. You guys are now 5-1. Technically speaking, you guys are heading the group, but it's only because you've played more games than FSG. What we're really looking forward to is your battle against Team 1, because whoever wins that series out pretty much more than likely guarantees second seed, unless FSG lose like a few. So what are you really looking towards the future? What's the goal? Are you guys just looking for second, looking for first? What is the end goal here for you?
I mean, every game we just try to win. I know we've got Team Dyslexia because we lost to FSG week 1, then we've won out since. And then I can't lie, there's like very few people that scare me, but one of them is H. I'm fucking scared. I can't lie.
Okay, that's valid.
But good friend, he's the GOAT. I'm excited to see the slow ready Case Bars duel. That'll be cinema.
That would be actually, yeah.
I mean, obviously we're pretty good for playoffs, but you know, we still want to win out.
Exactly. Like, you guys are all but guaranteed, but it really just comes down to the seeding, and obviously the placement is going to be more important than not. And I mean, you bring up TL, and I mean, they're one of the people that are still up in the air in terms of contention. So, I mean, you could theoretically just play spoiler to them. And beyond that, I mean, just really see how things go out. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to put those guys away. Thank you.
yeah, but I mean,
I can't
yeah.
promise that. I can promise I'll try.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, now that I'm finally checking it through, you guys have played every match that you need to. It's just the one against T1. So, arguably, at least like in terms of the seeding, it's probably going to be your most important match out. So, I'm keen to see how things go. And yeah, congratulations on the win. Best of luck. Anything else from anybody here? Anything you want to air out? Any
noticing
Tim Hortons orders?
double pseudo powers.
Twan, I'm being so serious. Go back in the cast for like map 2 and 3. I promise you will laugh.
So I'm noticing that Twan is coach gapping Angus right now.
Was Angus the reason you lost, Ascent?
How did
no.
Angus lose you map 1?
Angus, he instantly called a timeout, and it was like, oh my god, it's gonna be so funny. We're already like 20 minutes behind. So we called the timeout, or he did, and we accepted it. And then he had a play, and it worked. We won pissed around off of it. And then he fucking dips on us, and then we lose the game. So it's like, that the lack of Angus is how we lost in map 1, you know?
I believe it. I believe it.
I'm just
Should have
saying,
both
I'm
timeouts
the only
before round 0.
genius. I'm just saying, I'm the only coach that they've had in the slot and then won the map on. So there's a weird pattern happening here where Angus, there's a little bit of a, it's a gappage. Some people have said.
True.
It's what some people are saying. It's just what I'm hearing.
If any tier 8 teams are looking for a coach, you know where to look.
Well, maybe a few numbers less off that number there.
Oh, sorry, tier like 7.5.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking like a 2 maybe, but. Alright, there's a weird bug on Valencia's cam here. A weird bug.
A weird bug of like feasting on cabbages. Who lives in an Abba? Not us, because
we live in Brampton.
Fuck off. Anyway, we're gonna go and eat Tim's, all 4 or 5 of us. I don't know if I'm still here or not, but
Hi.
we're gonna go to Tim's
I'm
for
in
the
jail.
night.
That's almost worse
In
than
jail?
Hamilton.
Understandable.
Brampton?
There was so much Brampton glaze and Mississauga glaze, and I just had to shut it down. Doesn't matter. Either way, we're gonna go to Tim's. Thank you guys so much for the interview.
I don't even know about this. I am the sovereign of Brampton.
That is true now, yeah.
Jesus.
Officially. Kicking him out, yes.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you for the interview, guys. And yeah, that's it from us. As I'm trying to allude to.
Before we finish, I have an update on the tournament that has way more tech pauses than us.
Okay.
They've gone back live. So they started at 1 p.m. in Monterey. They went offline on the stream at, I think, about like 6:30 p.m. They've gone back live. They've finished map 2, which was an SRB win. They are back in tech pause hell. It is now 9:45 p.m. in Monterey. They have been in the studio for well over 8 hours on the property for probably closing on 11, maybe 12 hours. And they're still in map 3, trying to get to map 3 in a best of 5.
Maybe they'll be done by the time.
Do you know
I
how
wake
many
up.
rounds they got through before this, or did it just go straight in 2?
Let me see.
Either way, that is just...
It's absolutely insane. They came back at 8 to 2 G11. Oh no. Wait. Or did they redo what? No, they came back with 10 to SRB, 4 to 2G on map 2. Doesn't look like they did another tech pause during that map. They went into OT on map 2 on split. Jesus Christ.
Either way, the reason why Ian is even bringing this up is because they're probably dealing with the same issue that we dealt with TS 100T.
Okay,
So,
they played one round on map 3 and they went into a tech pause. Then
Point
they played
is, we
another
feel for
two.
everybody
Oh,
involved.
God.
Because that is just... right into company. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go to Tim's and not worry about what's happening in Monterey, but, thoughts and prayers, I guess. We're gonna go get some double-doubles and some farmers wraps. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.